Just like the pros.
They say if you take a flight and coach for like 12 hours.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect. That's good for
actually,
it.
I read if you rested against an ape,
Yeah.
it actually is better for it.
The fibers and stuff from the ape's hair, if it gets in there, it cleans it out and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, with the altitude and compression, your weenus isn't going to blow up, is it?
Oh, my
no.
God.
If my weenus expands, are you kidding me?
It just swells up like a balloon. I don't know what's happening.
I'm one of them fight doctors. Just punch it right there at the fight. I don't know, man. I mean, it's fine.
That's what you should see. See if they can use one of those end swells on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and just push
it.
all the fluid around.
Gross.
You do realize, I don't know if anybody, when you're watching a boxing event or MMA or something, whatever, and they're pushing that metal thing on the person's face, that's called an end swell, and it's just cold metal.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is pushing the blood back around in their face. That's so wild. Like, there has to be a better way.
That feels so good.
There is a better way. Don't get punched in the face.
I bet when it rushes to your other parts of your face, you feel it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
I remember whenever Tyson came back after he was in prison, and they were not prepared, and the team that he had, it was just wild. They didn't have an end swell, and so then they had to use like a rubber glove filled with ice water, and they were trying to do that, and it was like, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah. You see this? Remember that condo that fell in Miami?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because of that now, all the other condos that are like certain years old have to be redone and rebuilt. So all condo prices went up super bad. That's my fault. As soon as I bought a condo, that's when everything happened.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I apologize to everybody, and for having done that. I have the worst luck ever. Although I will tell you, I didn't get to say this yesterday. Thank you to Andy who came over and fixed my pool in 5 minutes. Remember, I was having pool problems.
Yeah.
I had a fuse that blew, and I also had another piece of equipment out there that wasn't working. So Andy MacGyver didn't took the fuse out of that, put in the new one, and before I even got there, he was already up and running.
Hell
so
yeah.
thank you to him.
Is he one of those guys that's so good at his job that he was like, yeah, it was a fuse?
Yeah.
Like immediately figured it out.
He went like this. He goes, I met him out there because he beat me here, and I go, hey, how's it going? And he goes, you're good, you're up and running. And I go, yeah? And he goes, yeah. He goes, you just blew a fuse. And he goes, and you have another system back there that you don't use, and that had the same fuse in it, so I just took it out of that one and put it in there, and it was already done. Look at this guy.
And do we think that was lightning strike that did that, or it just
I think so. I think because it took the hit, it took a surge,
Right.
and I popped that fuse, and he replaced it, and we're all good to go. So I'm very happy that I didn't have to spend thousands of dollars to replace my.
You should have had him take a look at the projector.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, that's just another thing that I told him. I'm like, I just spent like $20,000 in everything that broke in the last 3 weeks, So that was the last thing I needed to see something else fall apart. But anyway, up and running. Thank you very much. Very excited today. I mean, I would go so far. Tell me I'm wrong. We've had a lot of sexy guys on this show.
Yeah.
But I think this might be the sexiest. Right? We've never had Lenny Kravitz on the show.
No.
We've had a couple of good-looking wrestlers on the show.
We've
Kevin Costner.
had movie stars.
We've had movie stars, Matt Damon, Kevin Costner, like you said, people that girls find very sexy.
Well, remember, you had Kevin Kiermaier. Was he on the show before?
No,
He is gorgeous.
he is gorgeous, but I gotta tell you, yeah, Carmen.
I'd say we did like an event with him.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's on like the show though.
No, I mean he's pretty sexy, but ladies and gentlemen, today Jason Momoa will be joining us on the show. That guy is sexy.
Yeah, Carmen, he's coming in studio. Are you jealous?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sorry, Carmen.
That's
We
crap.
didn't find out until late last night.
Wow.
He's actually
Okay.
sleeping in the green room right
Oh,
now.
can you imagine Carmen if she would have dolled it up?
Yeah.
You would have actually showered for this one.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Nope.
Jason Momoa will join us at 8:40 today. Amid other unsexy guys when he comes. The guys from Deep Inside the Music will unsexily be here at 8 o'clock. And we go really unsexy. We go Cody Tucker into Deep Inside the Music into Jason Momoa. It gradually gets better as the 8 o'clock hour moves on.
Hell yeah.
We have to keep the, force even.
Yeah, even keel across the board.
Wild.
There, so.
Now you have me doubting when I walked in.
Why? Why?
Yeah, no, you just.
Oh, Gio set it up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not happening.
Oh no! No. All right, you're already like entering my dreams and yelling at me, and then this.
Me?
Yes.
I yelled at you in your dreams?
Yes, I had a very tough night.
Have I ever yelled at you in real life?
I don't think so.
Are you dreaming of me yelling at you?
Yes.
Was it a dream when he snubbed your wife and kids at the Publix?
At the public, no, it was just me.
That was the nightmare.
I was just in me in the dream, and we were at some event, and there was a comedian. I don't know who it was, and you're like, "Why would you book him?" And I go, "Well, he's a comic. I thought he was funny." He goes, "What you think is funny and what I think is funny is not the same."
Wow.
And I go,
Sounds
what a
right.
dick.
I go, well, I'm sorry. That's why I asked you if you like that person, and you're like, you just don't understand what this show's about and what's going on. And I go, okay. He's like, you're like, well, you need to figure this out because we're not having him on. I said, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know
Do you
what
know-
that all is? Yeah. Well,
I was going to say, you're just reliving subconsciously the conversations he's been having with me. So,
And then I woke up and I was like checking my phone because I thought it was real for a second.
that is literally all just you with self-doubt.
Oh man. You're
Because
like, why
I've
would
never
you do
yelled
that?
at
Yeah.
I've never yelled at anybody. I've yelled at Spanish on the air.
yes.
But never off the air. I wouldn't say never, but no,
You
really.
just said never.
No. It's been a long time. Spanish, when have I ever yelled at you off the air?
Yeah, well, I think like recently you don't yell anymore. You just are disappointed a lot. So you
Yeah,
don't
but that's
yell.
not yelling.
It's pretty much the same. It has the same effect, I would
Okay,
say.
today I'm going to yell at you,
Okay.
and we'll see what's different.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
I don't
We'll
think we have
see
to
if
do
it's
that.
the same. You see if you feel the same after I yell at you.
I mean, off the air is what I mean.
Oh.
It was like Joe Pesci, like funny how. But like, that's how it felt. And I was like, because it's a comic, he's funny.
You start stuttering.
Yeah. And when you said, you just don't understand this show or what we're trying to do, I was like, oh man, this is bad.
Yeah, that is not true.
And then I walk in here and you're like, so do you really think this Momoa thing's going to happen? I'm like, oh, what is happening? Am I in real life or am I dreaming?
I don't know. Jason Momoa is one of two people. He either gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, does 8,000 sit-ups, and drinks nut juice until until he has work to do, or he sleeps until 3 o'clock, sleeping off a hangover, and he's really like Aquaman.
Yeah.
So-
I think he's very excited about his vodka and the events he's got planned this weekend.
I feel like he sleeps in a puddle on the side of the road like he did.
Maybe.
In Aquaman?
Yeah.
The thing that you guys might have heard that he's in town promoting his vodka, but do you know that his band is playing around town? So we'll tell you where you can go see his band too.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. When you come see Pipple Toddler, you come to see us sexy guys play cover songs.
That's right.
I would imagine that you're going to have the same thing with Jason Momoa.
You do know what he plays, right?
I do not. I do not. I think I would guess he's a drummer.
Too big.
Too big to be a drummer?
Yeah.
I assume singer, frontman.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Right,
Sexy front man.
Bass.
Sexy bass player.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, us bass players, us sexy bass players,
Right.
we like to.
It's like a fraternity.
yeah. Well, Carmen, that's just another thing Jason Momoa and I have in common.
I heard that's why he's coming on the show. He was like, "Oh yeah, my brother,
Gotta
my
be my
brother,
twin.
my bass brother Mike."
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
They said, who's the best bass player in all of Tampa Bay?
All right, thank you.
That is where I'd like to go.
Thank
And the
you.
top 190 weren't here this week, so here we are.
We played in a battle of the media bands one time, and we played against Eric Deggans, who used to work for the St. Pete Times, and his jazz band, his like 12-piece jazz band. They were fantastic.
I could
They were like a real band. They had flutes and stuff up there. They were great. They got a lady with a harp. It was unbelievable. Those guys were that was the best bass player. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Who won?
Did we win?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I assume we did.
But I remember he was like, he said something like, take that cowhead from stage. And I went, I don't care.
wow.
There's no prize for this. Speaking of prize, I did watch the season finale of Outlast Part 2 that came out last night.
Guy's into it.
No, well, I watched the show, and then they only dropped 6 episodes, and then they dropped the other 2 or 3 last night. So I watched that. They have a winner. It was good. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But that's like one of the. But you know what though? They show you this thing where they have this. You break off into teams and you build these shelters, and then you watch Alone, where they drop them off in Saskatchewan and really leave them alone with GoPro cameras and no food and all that stuff. And they're like, "See you in a month," and you're like, "Oh man, I'd be doing way better if I was in a team. If I was laying in a hut with 3 other people sitting around just talking. These people are out there with nobody to talk to. They're talking to themselves and the cameras, and everybody is like turns after like day 20, it turns into confessionals. Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing this all for my dad. He never really showed me a lot of love, but I love him. I'd really, really have to be going stir crazy before I start just having therapy sessions with myself on a GoPro.
So are we closer to doing our challenge out in the woods?
Listen, this lady gave us everything. There's nothing about it where we can go, but we don't have it. She has everything.
Yeah.
I just think we need to wait until it's cold out.
Okay.
That I
Right?
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've written out like at least 3 days worth of stuff we can do, worth points and all that.
There's 2 different shows. There's Outlast and Alone, and they do things differently. Outlast, they give them a certain amount of equipment, and Alone, they give them a list, and they're allowed to pick things off the list, like 10 things off the list. I'm wondering what would be better.
I think it would be if it starts with the same for our situation.
Yeah, that's to make it equal.
Yeah. And speaking of Outlast versus Alone, I like Outlast, the teamwork, because I love when things get tough and you start to see people turn on each other.
Oh, yeah.
And you can like see in their face when they decide that moment, they're like, oh, I'm screwing this guy over for sure.
This season, there's a flip-flopper, flop-flipper, and it's crazy.
But the thing about is if we all start out with the same thing as opposed to choosing, that kind of goes into the competition of it is, I have a hatchet, Mike has a fire thing, whatever, and he's like, damn it, I can't cut anything down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't start anything on fire, and we could trade or barter or do something, or I'm just like, oh, you're screwed. I know how to start a fire, and I have a hatchet.
And you had to earn the hatchet. There's something, you know.
Well, but like at the beginning, if you get to pick 3 items,
Right.
and you can pick out of 10, you pick these 3, whatever, and you pick 3 different ones, whatever. You and I may be, you may be doing great, and I'm like, why did I choose the chewing gum? That was so dumb.
Sometimes you need an adhesive.
I chose the Uber Eats gift card.
Yeah. Really, we could do anything as long as we can just decide how we want to determine if we're going to do points, if we're going to do
Spanish,
like
we can do anything.
You know what I'm saying?
We can do anything.
I feel.
We're not going to.
Yeah,
We are.
But we can.
we can talk about all the stuff that we're gonna do.
I'm down with doing it. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I think dude, the one thing. Yesterday I came in here and I did a YouTube live, which I've never done before.
All right.
I
Did
saw
you
it.
see it, Joe?
Yes, I did.
How'd I do? All right.
Yeah, really good.
What were you doing? Puppet show?
I came in here. I came in here and I planned on just doing it live to see if I can get it to work, and it worked so quickly. I was like, oh, and then people came jumping in, and then I went, all right, let me post something on Instagram to see if I can bring them over. And then before you know, we had 100 people in there.
Was your live upside down or was it right side up?
No, it was right side up.
Oh,
it was good. The lighting was good.
That's
everything.
recommended.
Yeah.
Joe, maybe you talk to Mike. See how he got
I will.
the right way.
I've already talked to him about it.
I was in there and chatting it up with the people, and then my daughter came in and made a couple of fat jokes, and it was good. It was a good live thing. Why was I telling you that, though? There was a reason.
We were talking about Outlast, doing
Yeah,
all
there was
that. We
something
can
to
do
do with
anything.
that.
The confessions.
We can do anything we desire.
Do you think your daughter's going to be upset when you continually lose weight and you look like Bobby?
No,
She's got no more fat jokes.
God hope that that's the case, where
Yeah.
she runs out of guys to make fun of.
She'll have to, pivot to something else.
Yeah, she'll figure out something. I'm
Do
sure
we have an update on how much so far or no?
No, not yet. I'm in the 40 something range.
Nice.
So yeah, that's
Awesome.
pretty good. Yeah, except I watch Alone, and they're like, Bob's been here for 20 days. He's lost 44 pounds.
Oh yeah. Listen, go out in the woods and have to find your own food. You're going to lose 40 pounds.
It's like being on Dr. Urshon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating sticks and gravel and
Right.
leaves.
Dr. Urshon diet was good. He was like, if you can go find a fish in the lake and eat it, you can have it. Other than that, you can't eat anything, though. No. Those guys were burning through it, man. They were really doing good. I talked to Bobby yesterday, and I talked to Will from Shark Coast, and those guys do a podcast, and Will goes, all right, let me ask you a question. What's it going to take for me to get you on the podcast? I go, oh, man, it's probably going to be tough. Just give me a date, and I'll go on the show. But, Joe, I'd like you to either come with me or watch it. I said, Will, let me tell you what bugs me about your podcast. And he goes, something bugs you about I go, yeah. Why does it look
really
so
good
good?
video? Yeah.
Video is so clear. Now, Joe, that's not a knock on you. You said something.
Sounds like one.
No. You said something that made a lot of sense at Universal. I said, these cameras, why do they look so good? And you said they're expensive cameras.
Yes.
So we may need to look into upgrading the cameras.
Okay.
Now, this one here was expensive. But if we need to move up, if we need to get a new camera, we get a new camera.
But now Will has about 40 years of video experience, or
I don't know. I don't know who set up his podcast. Maybe somebody who used to work on the Merv Griffin show.
have you seen how many wires he has, or no?
Last night in my YouTube live, it became a conversation because I could see all the wires over my shoulder, and I was
a lot
doing
of wires
like this way, so you could see all the wires. So whatever.
Maybe get a table skirt.
Yeah.
That's what I said last night. I go, we need to hang a curtain over that or something.
Just fire hazard.
Yeah. I don't know, Joe. I think we'll do just fine.
Thank you, Michael. I think we will too.
See, that's my guy right there.
Not you, Gio.
Hey, it's fine.
Gio doesn't understand the show.
No.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
doesn't know what it's about.
Well, I mean, so Joe, you made that awesome Jason Momoa video
Oh no.
that we put on all social media.
Yeah, you liked it?
I thought it was.
Carmen.
Listen, I need to learn how to do some of those effects.
Okay.
That was
Come
pretty
on over, I'll show
awesome.
you how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last night, I was telling Gio, I was laying in bed watching TV, and I went, all right, I got to go to sleep. Shut the TV, and the minute I shut it and rolled over, I heard ding on my phone. I went, that's Jason Momoa. And I looked over, and sure enough, there was a graphic there and ready to go. You made that graphic 3 days ago. I'm probably just sitting on it to put it up there. Yeah.
All I did was alter the time.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Because Gio, like seriously, I was watching that. I was like, I don't know how he does these. That was very intense. It
Yeah.
had me like on the edge of my seat.
Oh,
Man.
Listen, I want-
Please.
Chad, get over here.
Well, no, because I started doing some stuff. Like I've been doing like the billboards for Chamberlain, the sign that runs. I have like 8 seconds just for the upcoming games, and I gotta tell you, mine suck. And I saw Gio's, and I was like, I need to learn from him.
Well, don't
'Cause
try
that
to
was-
steal ours.
No, I'm not gonna steal Gio. I just want him to teach me how to do it.
I can punch your stuff up a little bit.
Thank you.
Look at Brutus, the barber beefcake. He looks like a melting ice cream sundae. They asked us to make one of these videos for Good Day Tampa Bay, and we keep forgetting. We got to do it after
What
the
is
show
it?
today.
What's the video?
It's a happy 30th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 30th anniversary of Good Day Tampa Bay.
You should grab some lawn shears and a compression shirt.
Don't take your blood pressure medication for a week.
Go get your weenus drained.
Yeah.
I used to have a ball with the pictures that, for some reason, Brutus Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine used to post a picture like every day.
Yeah.
And I used to take their picture and repost it and just write my Aunt Ginny and my Uncle Rob. It looked good. Happy anniversary. And
I have never seen a person that looks more like a woman that got a DUI than Greg.
he did age into a fine old woman, didn't he? Yeah.
And just the hair too, the haircut. You're like, is that what's okay?
That's so funny. All right, we got a good show today. I got the rundown in my head. I know what the show's about, Gio. At 8:00, Cody Tucker is going to join us.
You already missed something.
Well, we have the open letter rewind first. I'm sorry. You're right.
You just don't know the show's about.
Then,
What you think is funny, I don't think.
oh
is funny.
Jesus Christ!
That really hurt.
I get that.
Why would I say that? To
I
you?
have no idea. I was saying it, and I was like, "What is
Are
happening?"
you sure I wasn't talking in Spanish?
I told you.
No.
At any point, did his head morph into your stepfather's?
No.
Gio, now you have to sleep outside the studio.
You were like, "Why would you book that guy?" I go, "I asked you about it." You're like, "I'm like, he's funny. He's a comic." You're like, "What you think is funny and what I think is funny, it's not the same."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You don't get the show. I
Could
go,
you see Mike's face vividly in the dream?
Yeah, he was looking right at me. Yeah, we were just me and you. We were sitting on like a couch at some broadcast or something.
I swear over my kids. I swear on my kids. I had a conversation with Spanish yesterday through text, and as I was, you text me back, and I was driving, and I started thinking about something, and I remember in my head saying in Spanish, "You just don't get it. You don't know what." You know what but I was thinking about what was a specific incident that happened. I just can't remember what it was. But anyway, I texted Spanish yesterday and said that I thought he did a great job yesterday during the show.
Yeah, which makes me feel like today something absolutely heinous is going to happen.
Yeah, he set you up.
Yeah.
But like, what did he do yesterday?
I'll tell you.
Carmen disagrees.
I'm just wondering.
We started talking about the debate, and Spanish is quick to come in with conspiracy theories and all that. But yesterday, I thought he added a lot to the political talk, and it wasn't conspiracy based. I mean, obviously there were some things in there, but he brought a lot of knowledge to some of the things we were talking about, and I thought it was good. It wasn't droning on. It was good stuff. And then right after I said that to him, I was talking to Olivero, and Olivero goes, Spanish did a really good job today talking about it. I said, I just told him the same thing, so it was a good day.
Thank you.
I know when this happens, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
100%, yep.
No other
Always.
shoe. There's
I'm
nothing
learning.
else.
I'm learning.
There's
Just let it
nothing
be.
else.
Don't believe him, Spanish.
Yeah.
It's coming.
No.
It's because you get the show and understand what we're trying to do here.
No, see,
And I clearly do not.
you know what hurts about that joke is that he actually said that to me in real life, and yours was just a dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all
we
I
had
could
that
think of
conversation.
on the way over here.
Which one of you guys booked Chad Daniels? Oh, okay.
Why?
You just don't get it. No, I don't know. He's very funny. He's been on the show before.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We talked about it.
We did. No. I'm saying we did.
Oh man.
Chad's funny. I like Chad.
I like him too.
Yeah, see? It's not a matter of whether they're funny comedians. It's whether they could be funny on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What you think is funny and what I think is funny,
Exactly.
very
Very
different.
different. Very different.
Gio has the cadence and everything. That scarred him.
It was so so vivid and real that I woke up like stressed out. I was like, "What is going on? I gotta fix this."
it's so funny because I don't recall ever yelling at anybody, like out off the air. No, anybody? Can anybody?
I'm trying to think.
Me, no, I don't recall anything. I don't recall you ever being that angry about something I did with the show.
Yeah, and even if I am, it's usually just a quick, oh, come on, kind of thing, and then I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure
You wouldn't dare yell at me outside the show. And then
it out. Only on the show for the world to see.
these two, it's not really yelling. It's more of a, every once in a while there's a, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
See? And Carmen, I've never yelled at. I don't know what that.
Did you just fart?
You sneezed.
That is definitely a lie, and you definitely have yelled at me.
Off the air?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Just when I was like down in the stink box, and it was. But it was.
Decade ago.
Yeah, but again, it happened.
There may have been a time that I remember you getting mad at her off the air during COVID.
Yeah, I got mad at her. I didn't yell at her.
Oh, is that when she fell asleep
Yep.
on the show?
Yep. Yep.
My couch was so comfortable. That is a dangerous place to do a show after you wake up.
That's what I told Galvin when Galvin was like, "You should just do the show from home." And I thought, no, because that'd be me sitting in bed, just dozing off while trying to do the show. Terrible.
It was, Carmen, it was so wild because we came back. I think we were either going into news or just got done with news, and your camera was off, and then we started to talk to you, and there was just silence, and you turned your camera on. And I would swear that you still had one eye closed and one eye open when you were looking at the camera.
It was during news.
Yeah.
The best was people were sending me pictures of it. That was the best.
Yeah, that gave me anxiety.
Oh my god! Yeah. I remember that.
You sound like you're doing your impression of me.
Hate it here.
Oh, no.
All right, let's get the show moving. Again, Jason Momoa will join us at 8:40 on the show. We will already have the guys from Deep Inside the Music here. How are we going to do that? We're going to have them do the Deep Inside the Music and then stop it, and then Jason Momoa, and then go back to it? That's going to be awkward.
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because they'll probably get – Ronnie is always early, so he'll probably get here around 7:45, 7:50. We can have him set up, and then depending on how many songs you want to go deep into, we could be done by 8:30.
You don't know what this show's about.
I'm sorry.
You don't understand what we do here. Excellent Spanish. Let's do that.
Somebody wake me up.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Wow. I have a feeling today's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Deep inside the music, Jason Momoa, Cody Tucker, and then we'll have a brand new we'll have an open letter rewind when we come back into Sporcle. That happens next on 102.5 The Bone. All right, Carmen, what are we giving away today?
Okay, we have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for Korn. We have tickets for Creed.
Corn's tonight, right? I think. Isn't Corn tonight?
I don't know.
Does it have the date on there, Carmen? I believe I'm almost positive it's tonight.
I got to go to the email to check. Korn is tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, September 12th.
Yep, there you go.
So get those tickets. Well, we have them. We have tickets for Creed, Lightning Preseason, Yngwie Malmsteen, TSO, the Mike Calta Tailgate, and Universal Halloween Horror Nights.
All right, get your tickets while you can. I leave tomorrow morning before the show to go to Las Vegas for the UFC fight with Mike Olivero, courtesy of our friends at Bud Light. We'll be doing some Bud Light stuff out there. And I just found out Brian Scalero is out there. Hopefully I can catch up with him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, maybe he'll be able to get us into the Golden Steer. I'm dying to go to that place, man.
Why?
Because have you seen it, Carmen?
No.
Dude, Golden Steer Las Vegas. Go follow them on Instagram. You'll want to come with me tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah, and they have $1,000 lobster tail plate where they just bring up a tray of lobster tails out. I want to do that. I want to just eat them all by myself.
Is that the one where the jackass that was on social media was throwing him away and being an idiot? Remember I showed you that video?
Yeah, I don't know.
And he had just a pile of lobster tails. And they were like, "Sir, you have to finish the other." And he goes, "You said you're gonna have whatever." And then he's just biting 3 at a time.
Oh,
and
it's not an all-you-can-eat place.
Oh,
Yeah,
this guy was at a buffet thing, but it had like, whatever it was for all this food. It was pretty good deal, but he was just grabbing so much of it and stuff. So then they tell him you can't do that, whatever. And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then walks back in the kitchen, dumps like seriously
I
like
remember
30
that,
lobster tails, brand new ones, into the garbage and stuff. Yeah, I would
needed
stab
that
that guy.
garbage.
I would stab that guy just on principle.
Like, this is my third job I'm working to feed my family, bro.
All right, let's give that stuff away right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Pap, you ready today?
I am ready.
All right, it's good. I feel like you're preoccupied lately.
Well, not really. I'm all right.
As long as you're okay, that's all I care about, John.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm getting through it.
All right, Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing Can You Name the Songs by their opening lyrics. I'm going to give you the opening lyrics. You're going to give me the song. Okay?
All right.
Yes.
Very straight up.
Yeah.
All right, your first one. She was a fast machine.
Back in Black. Oh,
She kept her
You shook
motor
me all night long.
clean. Thank you, Mike Calta.
Back in Black. I'm an idiot.
Maybe I need some rehab, or maybe just need some sleep.
Amy Winehouse.
That is a person.
Rehab.
Damn it.
No.
Kesha is the artist.
TikTok.
No.
Your love is my drug.
Yeah.
Mike said, "Yep."
I've never heard Kesha ever.
What?
I
Oh,
love
she was
Kesha.
great. Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans.
Gotta be good.
Galvin. Well, you can tell by the way I use my
Staying Alive.
Geo, excuse me. I remember when Rock was young. Me
Benny
and
the Jet.
Susie had so much fun.
Say it again. Sorry.
You're good. I remember when Rock was young.
I know it
Crocodile
now.
Rock.
Spanish, Elton John. How many special people change? How many lives are living strange?
Wonderwall.
Nope.
Champagne
Sorry.
Supernova.
What'd you say, Spanish?
Champagne Supernova.
Thank you.
That's the one.
yes. Go. So 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me. Because you look so fine that I really want to
Are you
make
gonna be my girl?
mine. Mike Calta. Looking out a dirty old window. Down below, the cars in the city go rushing by.
Kids
Kim.
in America.
Mike Calta and Pap, we're halfway there.
Gio and Galvin both have a single point. Spanish doubling that with 2, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 3.
All right, we are doing songs by their opening lyrics. Here we go. We're halfway there. I want to hold them like they do in
Poker
Texas
face.
Place. Galvin, favorite song.
Yeah, I used to do it.
We don't need no education.
Another Brick in the Wall. Part 2, Pink Floyd.
Thank you.
don't know
I
how
needed
much
the.
you-
I
All right.
needed the part 2.
All right. All right.
That's part of the.
I like it.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yeah.
See, I had to do this. I had to say Part 2.
That's why. Gio, good job. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. Radiohead.
Creep.
Galvin.
I took a shot in the dark.
Out here in the field.
Bob O'Reilly.
Damn it.
Galvin. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out
What the
faces.
hell's the name of it?
Tears for fears.
Oh my God! I just listened to it the other day.
I
know. Dark World.
Sad World.
Oh, I know what it is. Now. I know what it is, Buzz.
What is it?
Mad World, right? Or Mad World, or something.
Mad World.
Mad World. Yeah, damn it.
Sad World. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
No.
It's not Matterday.
Right?
It's Saturday.
God damn it.
No point. Your next one. You need coolin', baby. I'm not
Hold on, love.
Galvin. And Pap. We are on the last 3.
Gio on the board with a single point. Spanish doubling that with 2. Michael with 3. And Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 6.
Oh.
All right. Songs by opening lyrics, last 3. Here we go. It's close to midnight and something evil's lurking
Thriller.
in the dark.
Oh.
Mike Calta. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll understand. The Beatles.
I want to hold your hand.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shot in the dark. Shot in the dark. It just
Galvin.
rhymed.
Carmen, it's oh yeah. not, oh
she's
yeah.
not doing the cadence.
I'm not
Oh
singing.
yeah.
She's not doing it.
I haven't sang one.
You ruined the whole. Oh
That's
yeah.
not how that works.
Carmen, good job.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that supposed to be me?
You sound. It is you. You sound like a creaky gate. Yeah, Carmen. Oh yeah.
don't know.
I want to hold your hand.
I'm mad now. I don't know. All right.
You don't get this show. You don't understand what we're doing.
I agree with that. All right, last one. Old pirates, yes. They rob, I sold. I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit.
Oh yeah.
Davy Jones' locker.
Exodus?
No.
What's the artist?
Bob Marley and
Can
the
you repeat
Wailers.
it again, please? I'm just kidding.
I saw
Do it in his voice, Carmen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I am a pirate.
Yes, they rob, I sold.
Redemption song.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Ride the buzzer.
The buzzer.
Good God.
I could not. I mean, besides "No Woman, No Cry," I don't know if I can name another Bob Marley song.
Oh,
I've
come on.
never,
3 Little Birds?
I've never heard that. Well, I don't even
Redemption
know.
song?
Redemption song.
Yeah.
These songs of freedom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't you be loved?
Damn. Sean.
That's one,
Oh,
of the,
yeah.
that's one of the only like 2 Bob Marley songs I know.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think on the cruise. I'm like, no, I haven't heard that. Final score, Joe?
Your final score, Gio with 2 points, Spanish also with 2 points.
You suck.
Michael doubling that with a total of 4, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 7.
Kachaya! Woo! Trademark 2024.
Is that 2 or 3 in a row?
No. Oh, that was 3 in a row?
Yeah, but of your next 5. So
Oh,
you have
okay.
2 more to make another rule.
Oh, I thought you won yesterday.
So did I.
No, because we had to do the rule, remember?
Yeah.
Huh?
He was right.
Okay, so I have 3 of my next 5. Oh, exciting in Spanish. That makes me excited.
Yeah. You know what really sucks? Because I'm not here tomorrow.
Oh, well.
So you'll probably have an easy victory
Too bad
tomorrow
sucks.
too.
By the way-
Led Zeppelin.
By the way, thank God you reminded me. I would have been here tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, no.
We're at the studio tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what vampire that was.
You're kind of becoming like dumb Gronk.
Carmen?
Yeah,
Mike?
Carmen's
Yeah.
impression of you is like Gronk. Like,
Oh, yeah. I'll take it.
Carmen, you have to do it in his voice.
I get kind of like stuffy. I woke up and my uvula was like.
Wow.
What?
Oh.
The thing in your throat.
Yeah, we don't know what yours. We don't know what Chad did to yours.
A little dangly thing.
Yeah, that doesn't usually swell from allergies. That's from physical abuse.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
I can tell you that has
Repeated
not been
pounding.
happening.
Yeah.
Called the
Take it
weenus.
easy in there.
Yep, I can tell you that has not been happening.
what's it called again?
The weenus.
No, that's
No.
my. I have the weenus. She has the uvula.
Uvula.
Yeah.
All right.
Enlarged uvula.
Uvula. I'm suffering from that right now.
Oh, man, that's a toughie.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Oh, no. Relax, everybody. Let's take, first off, you got to have a winner. I'm going to go line 5.
Okay.
Then
Well, let
also-
me talk to the
yeah.
winner real quick. Good morning. Who's this?
Jump the gun.
This is Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. How are you doing?
I'm doing well today. Thank you.
You're the winner, Debbie. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize, okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
Don't forget corns tonight. So if you want the corn taste, I'm just kidding, Debbie. Hold on. I made jokes in my own head.
Gojira is opening for corn.
Well, that might change Debbie's mind.
No, but I mean, that's good. And then Spirit Box, which I don't think I'm familiar with. All right. Well, go ahead, guys. Who wants to start?
Carmen, your uvula is gross and enlarged.
Why?
Galvin, I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Carmen.
Oh,
Why?
Carmen's taking all the heat.
Oh, yeah. You got the voice of a slow dying animal. Galvin.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I like your socks.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
I had to take a look at them to see what they were.
Are they
Usually
the red
wears the
socks or
red
the
orange
orange
ones.
socks?
No, they're
Oh.
blue, black and
I
blue.
like it.
No, they match
Squirrels.
your outfit well.
Yeah, thank you.
Gio,
No.
you do not know the show and don't get its sense of humor. Galvin, you have beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at this. Look at this. All right.
Oh, can I just say something?
Yeah.
You guys give me a hard time all the time because when I take selfies or whatever, I got the eyebrow going.
Right,
sure.
Have you seen Galvin's sexy gamble eyes?
No.
Have you noticed that?
What do I do?
Go look at Galvin Gambles on Instagram. Is that what it is? Galvin Gambles?
Yeah.
He does this before every video.
Am I going to fall in love if I
You
go
might.
there?
He does this.
I don't like that.
Trying to draw you in.
Yeah, he does the.
I like it.
It's only in the beginning, and then you even out. Then you go, okay.
Yeah.
Right? You watching
Yeah.
it? It's
Yeah,
Galvin's
yeah.
sexy eyes.
Yeah.
I see.
That's just me talking.
That's after your sexy.
I'm just sexy when I talk. I don't know what to tell you.
Gio, when you talk, it is not sexy. Galvin, when you talk, it is
Sexy.
very sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I see what you're
Effortlessly
saying.
sexy.
Yeah, because whenever I start, I go, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm not even trying." Hey, Carmen, I'm not even trying to be sexy. I'm sexy. I don't know what's going on.
It's in everyone.
Right? See?
Thank you for noticing my
Hello.
sexiness.
I can't, it's hard to avoid. You can't fight it when it's coming at you hard.
Hello, my gamblers.
Hello, you degenerates.
You cool if I take my pants off while I watch this? Galvin.
Yes.
What do we have coming up in news?
Hey guys. Coming up in news today, sexy savior, sexier bass player, and not so sexy divorce.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
woof.
Galvin, as your news, we'll do that next. And then Cody Tucker will join us. Ronnie D and the Deep Inside the Music guys will be here. And Jason Momoa is going to join us on the show. You have an opportunity to see Jason Momoa around town, several different places. We'll tell you where when he joins us later on the program. It's the Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. Jason Momoa is going to join us on the show today at 8:40. I'm excited about that.
Every time you say it, I get nervous. I don't know why.
Well, because if it doesn't happen, you're going to lose your job.
You set the tone when I walked in the door. That's why.
Listen, Jason Momoa seems to me like the guy who's out drinking all night and partying and sleeping with 4 girls at the same time. The idea that he's going to get up and do 100 phone calls today to Tampa media stations, it blows my mind. I don't think that's...
Yeah.
I just think it's not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it is going to happen, but I think there's potential for it to get screwed up or be late or something like that.
But the other thing is he could definitely be the guy who gets up before the sunrise and walks around in his bare feet to
Yeah.
be in touch with the
Yeah.
earth and do it. You know what I mean?
Probably.
And he does 2
Meditation.
hours of stretching before 6 o'clock.
I get it, man. You got to do some sun gazing
Yeah.
sometimes.
What do you know about those mats that people sleep on that they plug in?
That they plug in?
I don't know. They're like
The grounding ones?
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know about the research on that. I know there was a guy who did a study that was like very shunned in the universities until he proved that 100% of the people that he did the research on had positive results with when it came to swelling and all the things in your joints.
Oh.
Due to grounding, yeah. So in regards to grounding, they've proven that it's very good for your body.
Well, grounding I would understand, but the plugging it in is the thing that would throw me off. Where if you're having electricity, some sort of electricity.
No, it's not. I don't know. I read about it the other day. I don't know. Sure what.
Well,
it is.
you might have been reading his initial experiment was he took copper wiring and ran it from his mattress down just out into the earth, and
Right.
that was they in the study they called that plugging in. So that might be. what you're referring to.
Yeah, because copper, like the Tommy John stuff that they have, that has the copper in there or
Yeah.
whatever. And then remember they had
the
that
wrist
All
bracelet.
the baseball players used to
yeah.
wear them. I don't
Right.
think they did anything.
If you're growing food or crops, by the way, you can take a copper wiring and run it around a pole and stick that into your crops, and that will make yield more fruit and bigger fruit for you. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. They did. The study was wild that they did with
So
all
will
the stuff.
nuclear waste? Or I mean, I still want to eat them.
Yes, but the nuclear waste will change the composition of the fruit. Where
And
the
also
wiring
copper
won't.
copper comes from the ground. Copper
Yeah.
is,
They when they dug up all the stuff of the ancient Egyptians, they found that the majority of the people used copper to drink water and other stuff, and they didn't know why for the longest time until they started doing research on what copper does to water when it just sits. It's wild how the body responds to water when it's been sitting in copper, just because the copper seeps into the water. Yeah. Copper's really good for
it's
human beings.
wild what happens to the body whenever you drink out of a lead glass. as well.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It's a little bit different. It's a little different.
Don't eat the paint chips either.
That's what happened,
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah,
wasn't it? You
Yeah.
ate some paint chips.
Yeah.
So Momoa just got divorced.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing that up.
Yeah.
Just now?
No, because
Where's
we were
that
like,
come
I was
from?
thinking, I was just curious. I didn't know he just got divorced, and now he's with somebody else, another actress.
He's on the Time to Tear Up This P tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is with another hot actress. I can't remember who it was. I did.
Adria Arjona.
Okay.
Adria Arjona.
Sounds like somebody he should be with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Love it.
All right. Well,
Ooh, Puerto
sexy ass.
Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful.
She's probably crazy.
By the way,
You say it
not
like you're
surprising.
surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not surprising.
He's got a hot girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
No.
That guy.
All right. Time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. When was the last time you were in Pelt Shoes? If you haven't been in there recently, you got to go and check it out. You may be on the website and be like, hey, they got a lot of stuff. Go into one of the stores and see how many different brands and styles that they have. All kind of different stuff. Whether you need running shoes, you need some dress shoes, you need some shoes to go out for dinner, boots, boat shoes, whatever you want, they have them there. And all the brands. They have Nike, they have Hey Dudes, they have the UFOs. Whatever you're looking for, they have them right there in stock, ready to go. And they got great deals on them for sure. And the Pelt's shoe fit experts that are going to make sure you have the perfect fit.
What kind of shoes I wear to UFC?
I would wear something comfortable.
Am I peacocking? Am I wearing...
Wear comfortable shoes.
I'm surprised-
Finish. I would say, am I wear sexy Nikes or what?
I'm surprised you don't have Hey Dudes, do you?
I don't even know what those are.
They're super comfortable.
Really?
Yeah, they're really, really comfortable, and they're just like slip on, easy, made out of like kind of a canvas.
No.
You know, you don't even tie. Yeah, they're
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like Jason Momoa would wear them.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. So you can get those, of course, at Pelt Shoes. Pelt has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So stop into Pelt's today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. I think it depends on what you're wearing, what your outfit is for.
So we found out yesterday. Do you want to hear the itinerary?
Sure.
All right.
Let's run it down.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. After parties,
Yes.
pre-parties,
Yes.
parties.
Oh, you're not going.
Nailed it, Carmen. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. So we get in there and check in at 3:00.
Okay.
Then we go at 4:00 to the Sphere for the weigh-in.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Then
So that's Friday because they do the weigh-in the day before.
right. But when I check in, I don't know, somewhere in this thing, there's a meet and greet with Chuck Liddell.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That I'm excited.
The Iceman.
But then on Friday night, there is a party at Club XS.
Okay.
I don't want to go to that. And okay, so if I do now, I got to bring club clothes.
Nah.
What do you mean? No, am I going to show up with jeans and a
Listen,
t-shirt?
yeah. By the way,
club
the way Carmen just said that and laughed, it's because you're a boomer and you're thinking that you have to like dress up and wear a collared shirt and
Need
stuff and
my
everything.
suit and
You don't
tie.
have nowadays.
Yeah.
they have T-shirts. You know, your son wears a T-shirt that's $180. Like you can wear that stuff. It's totally fine. You don't have to.
I don't have any $180 t-shirts.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but like you could definitely go when you get out to Vegas, go shopping during the day and just get something for that night.
That's
But
a good
also,
idea.
you're
Yeah,
normal.
and just go into a place and go, yeah, that mannequin looks good. Give me that.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to do it. Somebody that has fashion sense, put it together, put that outfit together, and put it on a mannequin to draw people in there. So you just grab that.
All right.
Yeah.
But also, your go-to jeans and a black T-shirt is just fine for any club, any appearance, anything you're going to. If you're unsure of what to wear, jeans and a black shirt.
I have jeans and a black t-shirt for Friday and jeans and a blue t-shirt for Saturday.
Yeah.
I like that. Good.
Fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're
And
perfect.
Quick question. What are the jeans? What color?
blue?
They're blue.
Like
and
light
how
or
blue?
dark?
Like
How
blue
blue?
jeans, they're darkish.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
White stitching?
No stitching. No stitching.
Rhinestones
just
on the
asking.
butt.
What is
So
this,
just asking.
2008?
Yeah, well, you know,
No stitching on my butt.
why not?
You guys have really got me excited.
I'm just, listen, I'm not a fashion guy, whatever, but I know, what kind of goes and stuff. Like I have gray, like faded gray jeans. I have black jeans.
Yeah, I just don't have a whole. I have some black jeans. I have a pair of red jeans, that kind of stuff. But I don't know, like not red, but like maroonish.
Yeah, no, that's a great color.
Oh, jeez.
I like to show up to places like obviously I wear rock shirts all the time.
Yeah.
Like concert shirts. Then I have my hat, I have a wristband, I have this, I have cool shoes. A lot of times I'll wear my Zeppelin shoes, do that type of stuff, whatever. That pretty much fits in anywhere. Like even if it's a fancy place, you're like, yeah, but this guy's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Right? Like it works though. It works.
I always, when we go out to dinner, I always put on sneakers and a jeans and shirt, and I go, I'm famous.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because if I'm doing like dinner, then I just change. I don't go rock shirt. I just go black V-neck.
Yeah, why
And they're
not?
like, all right. And then I bring the rock shirt to change into later.
Look, they're showing the 30th anniversary of Good Day Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And they're showing some old clips. And then this woman like doing a fashion show, and she was wearing an old school Ellen DeGeneres vest and t-shirt underneath, and with her short bob haircut.
Yeah, that's a good look.
Rocket baby.
How long has Charlie been there? Charlie, so 30-year anniversary. Charlie has to have been there 20 years at least or more.
We've been here for 20 years. Or pretty close, and he's been there the whole time, so it's got to be more than 20 years.
Yeah, because this is my 17th year
And
here.
he was there.
Yeah, and he was there. So I'm saying at least 20, I would imagine.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh? No?
Danny Noriega.
No. Yeah, you told me, and you
Right.
said don't look, and I didn't look.
All right, we'll do it during the show today.
All right.
Danny Noriega, who used to be on American Idol, who is a boy that Galvin and I fell in love with.
Danny Noriega stopped me from originally watching Modern Family.
Right.
Because American Idol, they were at the same time, and my brother Tim was like, "You got to watch this show; it's hilarious." And I go, "I'm watching this lady boy on American Idol."
Danny Noriega was a
on.
young man who was on American Idol, who looked like a hot girl.
You look like Jessica Alba.
Look, Joe, pull it up. Danny Noriega now. I can't remember his name now. Her name. Danny Noriega is now a full-on
Adored
post-op woman.
Okay.
And
Delano.
smoking hot. What is it, Carmen?
Adored Delano.
Adore Delano, Joe.
Did
See if we
he
can pull this
snip,
up.
snip?
Snip, snip.
Okay.
Post-op woman.
I don't like him anymore.
Smoking hot woman. Like, I've met guys with post-op wives and girlfriends and stuff, and you go, okay, I mean, I see Robin there, you know what I mean? But in this one here, there is nothing. And even if you do see Danny Noriega, he just looked like nothing but a hot girl anyway. Adore Delano.
Yeah.
Oh, find the sexier picture, Joe. What is that?
That's not even
good.
recent.
That made me look gay.
You don't
Go to
understand.
their
You don't understand the show.
Yeah, no, yeah, we all agree on that.
What's her other name?
Adore Delano.
Even if you just put it in his real name, go to and then it takes you right to his Instagram, her Instagram.
That's great advice. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
Do it for me then.
Muffledore.
I've done it.
Delano.
Yeah, thanks.
Look,
I had
you
it
see
done when Mike was talking
Yes,
about it.
thank you, Mike. I see it now.
Yeah.
You know who he is? He's what's her name? The
Damn.
singer.
Ariana Grande.
No, the other one.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo.
All right, I'll take it.
Right. Oh my God, he's in a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, she's in a bikini.
Tight, tight, tight.
Yeah.
Tight.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, nobody says anything if you go, I didn't know.
No.
Yeah.
You know
Look
what I
at
mean?
it here.
Yeah.
Can you see that with the tattoo and everything?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now
Wow.
it looks like she's still performing, like singing.
Yes.
Does she sound like him?
Oh, don't
or
ask that
her?
question. You'll get hung up on.
I know. I asked Lara Jane Grace that, and she got mad at me and hung up on me.
Yeah.
Look at this picture.
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking.
All right.
I'm a liking.
I like
What?
Joe's picture.
And
If
I'm
you're just
following.
tuning in this morning, yes, we are looking at a woman who used to be a man who we loved when it was a man and now love it more that it's a woman.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
That's
Sorry.
a woman.
Yeah.
She's a lady. Whoa, she's a lady. Yeah.
All right.
How old is she?
Oh,
Let's not ruin.
you know,
let's not
younger than
ruin
you.
things. Yeah.
Got to be 30s.
Whoa. First
Mid to late 30s.
Easy, guys. 34.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means he was
She.
a child. Well, when he was on American Idol.
He's a young man.
You know, you're making this really uncomfortable,
Yeah.
right?
I liked it better when you couldn't sing Beatles songs.
I don't know.
You sound like one of those cats are eating in Springfield.
No.
I'm doing some math right now, real quick, and trying to figure this out.
I
So
don't.
that was-
Should we do this live on the air?
Yeah.
We didn't take him out on a date. We just
I
said he
know,
was
yeah.
good looking.
The answer's 6
he was
inches.
18, Carmen.
Yeah, so
He was
shut up.
18.
No
Thank you very
Epstein
much.
Island for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now she is 34.
Oh,
Yeah.
best of both worlds.
Right.
That's right.
That's what the video is called. Spanish knows.
Oh boy.
Hang on, real quick.
Why?
I just have to go follow.
No, save.
Also, get on Reddit. See
Yep.
if there's
Yeah, see
anything
the
happening.
picture of the
On it.
stooge.
Bookmarked.
Okay. All
What?
right, there we go.
Jason Momoa is going to join us on the show today.
Oh, stop saying
Equally
that.
as sexy.
I mean, if Gio's right.
All right, what do we have in news today, Galvin?
So an estimated 67.1 million people watched the presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, a 31% increase from the June debate between Trump and President Joe Biden that eventually led to the president dropping out of the 2024 race. The debate was run by ABC News but shown on 17 different networks. The Nielsen, that's according to the Nielsen company. The Trump-Biden debate in June was seen by 51.3 million people. So this one had 67.1 million.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking to figure out what they're going to do. Do you think there will be a third debate?
I don't know.
If I'm Kamala Harris, I don't do it.
Yeah,
If I'm Kamala Harris, I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
one and
that.
done.
Although,
Out with the win.
Although I thought she was saying that she wanted another.
Yeah,
one.
her campaign came out right afterwards and said we'd like to debate him again.
Because we manhandled them in this one.
And Trump has not committed to it. He's saying, well, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'd like to do it again, but we'll have to see.
Interesting.
So he hasn't committed to it yet, but she said, yeah, absolutely.
I don't I don't think it's smart for her to do it again. I think that she easily won, and she should go out on top because you're giving him an opportunity to come back strong, which is fine with me. I mean, but I think on her end, it's a dumb thing to do.
Just like when Trump debated Biden, it could not have gone any better for Trump.
Right, yeah.
I think the same goes for Kamala. Like, it couldn't.
I don't think it was that much of a disparity. You know what I mean? Like, I think that Trump over Biden was crazy, but I think Kamala over Trump is definitely, I think, won that, but not as big of a margin as Trump did over
The
Biden.
only person that thinks that Trump won that debate was Joe, who called up yesterday and said, I think he won because he just did better. That guy. Everybody else agrees that Trump
and
got
she was
murdered.
wearing the Apple
earpiece.
earrings.
Earpiece.
Yeah.
The amount of people that put that up on their social media yesterday was really disturbing.
Yeah.
Like I unfollowed a couple of people.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah?
you gotta
That
be
bad,
kidding.
huh?
Yeah, like
But I
if you
mean-
put it up and you go, oh boy, look at this, that's funny. But if you put it up and go, see, if you know, that makes me think you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's a little much. And I'm a conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
Someone in Texas won the $810 million jackpot on Tuesday, but an even bigger prize from earlier this year, the 5th largest jackpot in the game's history, is still unclaimed.
Oh my God.
The first Mega Millions jackpot of 2024 was won on March 26th at an estimated $1.128 billion. However, the New Jersey player that won the $1 billion jackpot has not yet claimed their prize, according to lottery officials. Yeah, jackpot winners in New Jersey have up to 1 year to claim their Mega Million prize. Prize winners in New Jersey have the option to remain anonymous. However, they must show proper identification when they claim the prize at the lottery headquarters and stuff. But so far, no one's even come forward for this over $1 billion jackpot.
Oh my God.
So
If I was in Jersey right now, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah.
but you got to think someone like you that puts it in their desk drawer and forgets about it, and then a year and 2 days later, finds it and goes, no.
But the thing with me is that like if I buy a ticket, I only don't care about it as soon as I hear the winner was in Arkansas. I go,
Yeah.
it wasn't me.
Yeah.
If I hear the winner's in Florida, I'm looking at that
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
I always feel like with these stories, whoever had the ticket opened their mouth a little too quick, and somebody,
Could be. Jersey. Some mob guy
They
smashed
had that
Yeah.
thing here in Tampa where that guy got murdered, and it was
Yeah.
like 16 million or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and the girl was
and there's
involved.
$1 billion.
Did you guys see my $200 scratch off the other day?
Awesome.
Yeah.
guy stepped in dog do.
I know.
It was nice. I used some of that money to buy Mega Millions. I was like, all right, keep it going.
yeah.
Let's go. But
I tried to Jedi mind trick my wife last night. I go, ooh, hey, don't forget, I gotta get cash to take to Vegas. And she goes, and we had a previous discussion on how much I was gonna take.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, how much did you want? And I go, 5,000. And she goes, 5,000? I go, that's what we agreed upon. She goes, I would have never agreed to 5,000. I go, well, you did, and I'm planning on it, so let's just make it. We did not agree on 5,000.
I love it.
Yeah. So I Jedi mind tricked her a little bit. So looks like we're gonna have a better time than I thought in Vegas.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
It'd be great if I come back with $4,800. That'd be a win. That'd be a win.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa's cover band, Oof Ta Ta Ta.
Oof the what?
Oof
No.
Ta Ta Ta.
Oh, oof wowza.
That's what it's Oof Ta Ta Ta, which in Maori means oof, almost.
What's Maori?
Maori, New Zealand, the tribe Maori people.
He's not from there.
Okay. We don't own pit bulls.
Cultural appropriation.
He's
Oof the tata.
He's all kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Whatever. He's cool. He can
He's
do it. I'm
amazing.
just kidding.
They play in St. Pete this weekend. The sexy 45-year-old Dune and Game of Thrones star plays bass for this cover band. They do Sabbath, Zeppelin, Metallica, Hendrix, and a bunch more. Tickets to see Jason Momoa's band at Janus Live in St. Pete this Saturday, September 14th, are still available, they say. Start at $35. He will be on the show with us today at 8:40. Right, Gio?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, all right. I love
Absolutely.
it. And if he's not, we will say, oof, ta ta ta. Almost. Speaking of bands, how about this? I love whenever people get things like the one guy had the ticket that he got where he could fly anywhere in the world for the rest of his life or whatever it was. An Ohio man paid $100 for ZZ Top tickets for life. And he is still cashing them in.
Really?
40 years later. So to any show he wants, he gets 2 free tickets plus backstage passes for every tour that they do.
Who does that remind you of?
Radar.
Radar.
Yeah.
Do you know who Radar is?
No.
Radar got a tattoo, a BertBert.com tattoo, and he gets to go to any Bert show anytime he's in the Tampa Bay area. I
And
wonder
that
if
was-
Radar's still out there.
That was prior to me being here because that was right after. That was before I was here.
Really?
Yeah, I want to say it was before, but then I met him and you're like, this is the guy who got the tattoo and blah, blah, blah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so that had to have been 17, 18 years ago.
Radar is running around. People are Bert is super famous now. Radar is like, but you don't understand. I got this tattoo before he was even famous. No, sure you did, Radar.
Yeah.
Sure you did.
By the way, this guy's favorite tour was the Eliminator tour.
Oh, good to know. Yeah.
But $100. I mean, ZZ Top, I know maybe you're not a fan, whatever, but think about getting whatever band you like, $100, and you get 2 tickets and backstage passes for any show of the tour.
Yeah, if it was a band that I really liked, that's a great
Could
deal.
you imagine Pearl Jam? Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Awesome.
A 45-year-old man in Michigan got arrested for strapping a fake bomb to his car to keep it from being repossessed. He rigged it up with 2 propane tanks and some copper wiring and put a sign on the windshield that said, "Don't move car, it will blow up."
I wonder if that worked.
It worked enough to call the police, I would imagine.
I wonder if the tow truck guy was like,
dude, I saw. So they're
the best.
You want to get into a deep dive?
They're the best videos.
Tow truck drivers, by the way, are so good at it. So in my neighborhood, you can't park on the street after a certain time.
Right.
You have to have like a parking pass thing or whatever. My wife's dumb friend parked out there, and I go, "You're not going to be able to park out there." So
wife's dumb friend.
just so happened, I was getting up to go to bed, locking doors, doing stuff, and I see the lights, and I go, "Uh-oh." And I look out, and they're getting ready to tow my wife's dumb friend car. And so I walk out there, and I go, "Hey, what's going on?" Not mean, not about to fight the guy or anything. And he's like, "We got to tow it because of this, that, whatever." And I go, "Ugh." I go, "It's my wife's car, wife's friend's car." And he goes, "If you can pull it into the thing," he goes, "you still have to pay the thing, whatever, but you can pull it in the driveway." And I go, "I don't think I have the keys." And he goes,
"Where was your wife's dumb friend?"
They were out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I go, "I don't think I have her keys." And he goes, "I mean, you have to pay because we're here, but I can move it in the driveway for you if you want to move one of your cars up." And I was like, "All right, that's cool." So I pay the thing, and then I move the car up, and dude goes like this. He goes,
yeah.
And I mean, it was literally like me moving a shoe over. You know what I mean? He just did it so fast, and I go, "First time driving the tow truck?" He started laughing. He's like, "He was sorry." He goes, "But once we get called," I go, "I get it." I go, "She'll pay me back. She's an idiot." But
What friend was it?
you know. Yeah. So anyways, I was watching on YouTube, and there's this black dude that's a tow truck driver, and he's really good like that.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, so you can get him. So this lady comes out, and she jumps on the car, and she's like, no, that's not whatever. And he goes, "Listen," he goes, "you have to get off the car." He goes, "I'll let it go this time. I'm going to put it down." He goes, "But you have to make your payment." He goes, "Because I'm going to come back for sure." And she's like, "You promise?" And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Okay." And then she goes to walk over to the passenger side, whatever, and he goes, and drives off. And she goes, she's chasing after him and stuff.
It's unbelievable how they don't even have to get out of the car. They just pull up next to it, drop the thing, hook it, pull it, and then pull it around the corner, get it on tight, and then take off. They are so quick with it now.
You can't even be mad.
Yeah, you can't be mad. Dude, I think it was the only brand new off the lot car that I bought. And I was younger, and it was, I will tell you exactly what it is. Had the money, didn't have internet, couldn't make payments online. You have to mail them, and I would just forget to mail them. Yeah. And I got a car repossessed. Ooh.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Got him.
It was a long time ago, but outside my apartment, I see the guy, and I go, "Oh, no." And I come out there, and he goes, "Is this your car?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Listen, I'll give you like 10 minutes to get your stuff out," because I had a bunch of stuff in there, and I was like, "I appreciate it." So I just got a bag and put all the stuff in there, and I was like, "See you later." Bye. Yeah.
Keep it.
And I mean, I was just dumb and young, and now I just pay cash for cars.
Yeah, for real.
A young girl got covered in pee when she opened a candle at the dollar store in Indiana. So her mother reported it, and the manager said, "Yeah, someone's been peeing on the candles all month. We can't catch them." Somebody's just going in there and peeing on candles.
The great candle peer?
Yeah. I told you. I don't know what the deal is, but I told you about my friend that worked at Barnes & Noble's, and he said someone would go into the men's bathroom and poop, but not in the toilet. They would poop on the floor in the men's bathroom.
So weird.
And they couldn't catch the person.
That's such a weird mental disorder.
And I go, I don't understand. Like, how many times? And he goes, like twice a week. Like twice a week for months.
And they couldn't put a camera on the door?
I don't know whether you can put a camera in there. I mean, I guess you can get a camera.
Put it just to see who's going in.
Right, but yeah, I don't know.
But again, think about this, like Barnes & Noble, that's a perfect place for like workers or just random people to stop to go to the bathroom because no one's ever using the bathroom.
Right, yeah.
So I would imagine their bathroom traffic is a lot higher than you would expect.
Yeah, but they
You-
could
you-
not catch him.
You
When I
know you
worked-
can't take their books in the bathroom.
When I worked in Tallahassee, I worked at a sports bar, and on like Wednesday nights, they'd have these big 32-ounce beers
Yeah.
that they would sell. And they were like, I think back then they were like $3,
Oh.
$4, which, college kids, they love that. But all the time, drunk college kids would take the beer, big steins, into the bathroom
Yeah.
and then fill them up in the bathroom.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
leave them sit out so somebody else would be like, ooh, free beer.
Every time people wouldn't grab, they'd be on the ground and then people would fill them up.
Yeah.
Wow. And it was like, so they eventually had to stop because they had like a custodial crew and like, we're not going in there and picking up,
Yeah.
filled 32-ounce gallons. They'd be like, every time they put them in there. So they had to stop people from taking their beers into the bathroom.
They had I remember I went to a bar one time and they had the toilet and they took the tank cover off the toilet because people were hitting each other with it, like in fights. And so people were filling up the tank. So it was a constant, this is disgusting.
Was that the Greenery Pub, by the way?
No, it was West Shore Green Iguana. Yeah. Why did you do that at the Greenery Pub?
No, but I just know that
Scumbag.
at the Greenery Pub, they used to have covers on their tanks, and the story was always that somebody got smashed with it
Yeah.
outside, so they didn't have it on
That
there.
happens a
anymore.
lot. A lot of clubs will have, like, you go into this dang dirty club and they have bathroom attendants. And you're like, why do I need this guy in there? And they're like, because they stop them from destroying the toilets.
So what we used to do, the club that I worked at, we had the troughs, and we would put ice in there, and that cuts down on the smell and the splash and all that stuff. But then we also, behind like plexiglass, had a bunch of naked girl pictures and stuff. And for some reason, that would stop people from
'cause
fighting or
they-
anything. They're just looking at girls. And they're like, "Oh."
I never knew why they put the ice in there.
Yeah. The
me
smell
either.
and the splash and
What
stuff.
does it do? How does it stop a smell? Yeah, I don't know. I never
supposedly-
know.
Because the cold.
I miss the trough. I love a good trough.
I know, dude. I got to be
I
honest.
don't
so
like
do
a
I.
trough because then you gotta take it out in front of. I need panels.
Somebody's got a small wiener.
Yeah.
I got stage fright, man.
Oh.
I you know why? Because I have good peripheral view, so I can always see what's
You
going on.
can't
next
help
to me.
yourself. You
Yeah.
have to look.
I have to look. I have to see
wow.
it. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say it, Galvin. I'm a looker.
I got to see what's going on. Show
I
it to me.
peed in the trough next to John Madden one time
Yeah, you said.
in New Orleans at the old stadium, or at the current stadium. He's got it. Looked like a chewed piece of gum.
Oh, man.
Nope.
Wait.
Is he tall?
That's actually what he uses for the telestrator. He
Oh.
used to do that. Yeah, just use that. Was he tall?
He had to be.
I would imagine he was about
He
6
was
foot or something.
probably my height. But I mean, I don't think he was 6'2", but he was up there.
I don't know why. I think maybe because Frank Caliendo does the voice. I imagine
That
he
he's
was
little.
little, yeah.
But Madden was a former football player and coach,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, and stuff. And when you see him next to other guys, he doesn't seem like a small guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was all right. He was decent size.
So this is interesting. What did you call your grandma? What do you call your grandma?
My Italian
Abuela?
grandmother was a Nona for a while
Nona?
until I got older, and then Abuela, yeah. And then
Yeah.
when I got older, it was grandma in their name.
Yeah, I would say grandma and then last
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
Same.
Oh, you
But
did
that
like
was when I
Grandma
got older.
Moses?
Yeah, but I was just saying, like when I was younger, it was Nona and Abuela because I would imagine I wasn't speaking very well. But then when I got about 8, I was reintroduced as.
I mean, we
Grandma
would just
Kay,
call him
Grandma Kenny.
grandma, but then if I was saying, are we going to see grandma, this one or grandma this one, I would just
Yeah.
use their last name.
We had a weird tradition. The great grandmother was nanny, and the grandmother was grandmother. And then as they died off, each grandma became nanny.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird? So
Yeah.
my nanny was my great grandmother. She died, and then my grandmother became nanny to my
Yeah.
kids. Yeah, that was interesting.
Passing the torch.
Any other odd, different
No,
things?
grandma.
No?
Oh, I got the oddest ever.
What's that?
My in-laws.
Okay.
My in-laws, my kid's grandmother, my wife's mother is Mimi, and my father-in-law, my kid's grandfather, is D-Dad, because my niece couldn't say granddad or whatever, and they called him D-Dad, and that's just how it stuck. So it's Mimi and D-Dad, which is something you've never heard of. But D-Dad, when they asked him what he wanted to be called, Grandpa, Pop, whatever, he said he wanted to be called Lance because he had never met a Jew named Lance, and he wanted to be Lance. So for a while, they were Mimi and Lance.
It's funny. So I grew up with grandma and grandpa. That's just what we call it. And then with my son, he would call my wife's parents Nana and Pop.
Yep.
And I never called him that. You know what I mean? So then I would say to him, we're going to see Nana and Peepaw, and my wife would be like, it's Pop Pop, and I go, Peep Pop, Pop. We're going to see No No and PP. I don't know, just whatever.
Not Lance, I'll tell you that.
We're going to see Tim and Nancy. Shut up. The reason I ask this is because Gen X grandparents don't want to be called grandmas because it makes them sound too old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Gen Xers now are like, you could be 50, 60 and still be.
They're getting grandkids now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm ready to be a grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want Joey to have a kid. I'm just saying, but I'm ready.
So instead of grandma, they prefer some of the alternatives. Mimi is one of them.
Mimi?
Yeah.
Really?
Mimi is one of them. Gaga.
That's exactly what Sugar Pants' daughter calls the oldest pants.
Mom the tree man.
The oldest
Gaga.
man.
Yeah.
Gaga.
Gaga. Yaya.
That's
There's another one.
Greek is Yaya.
Yeah. And Gigi.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I never heard
Gigi?
it.
I've heard
I
Gigi
have heard
before.
Gigi too. Yeah.
Gigi, Mimi, Gaga, Yaya. Right?
Which is the name of Jason Momoa's band.
Yes. Oof ta ta ta.
Gigi Mimi Yaya Gaga.
What do you want to be called when you become a grandfather?
Lance?
Lance? That's taken.
Heard
I like a pop over a grandpa.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I used to call my dad.
Pop?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a pop or a pap or one of those over grandpa. I can't take pap obviously,
That's
but you know what I'm saying. But I couldn't care
I'll
less.
be dead,
Whatever
but
the
you
kids
can
want
use
to
it
call
then.
Oh, you'll never die.
All right.
So apparently this is an actual job now. A guy in Spain claims he's making good money as a professional wedding destroyer.
Oh.
Anybody know what a wedding destroyer is?
Guy who-
Wedding.
A guy who goes in before the wedding and causes something to happen so that they don't get married.
Peas on the candles.
Yeah.
No, not before the wedding,
During?
during the wedding.
Oh.
Wow.
So brides with cold feet hire this guy to show up and object.
Oh,
Is there anyone who thinks it should not happen?
Yes, me. I love Mary. We should be together. And then, oh no! And then the thing.
Cowards.
So I
Yeah,
have a-
exactly right.
Yeah.
Like what? Hey, how about don't spend $10,000 or that's on the low end for a wedding and then have some guy show up?
if I'm in love with a girl and I show up at her wedding and they say if anybody thinks it should happen, speak now, and I stand up and I go, I don't think it should happen because I'm in love with you. My friends beat that guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like don't just do disturbing our wedding like that.
Yeah.
That never works out like it does in the movies.
I think though nowadays that wouldn't happen because I think that's like it makes me feel like that's a cultural thing because I would agree that in an Italian culture that friends would beat him up.
Yeah.
But I know plenty. I actually know people in their young 20s or mid 20s now that were going to get married when they got right out of college, and these things happened, and literally nobody said a word,
Yeah,
and the bride
'cause-
left with this.
Shut up.
But I could see like some.
Wait a second. You're telling me you were at a wedding
I wasn't there.
or there was a wedding that where somebody objected and then the bride ended up leaving with the guy who
Yeah,
objected.
because it was uncovered that they had been seeing each other, and the
But
dude was just devastated.
also, here's the thing. Think about these little guys that could wear their girlfriend's pants and don't look you in the eye.
Yeah,
and somebody stands up and they're like, "Oh, I can't stand in the way of true love." I guess if they love each other,
I would just look at Pete and would go, like,
Yeah.
this. Pete would carry the guy out by his face.
I would hope.
Let me talk to you over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, so the brides have the cold feet, and then they have this guy show up and object, and then they.
I still say
Don't
just
have
don't
to
be a
get married.
coward. If you
Yeah,
don't want to get
right?
married, just say no.
Dude, don't be a coward. I am amazed at how many people don't just go, all right, let's get divorced. Instead, they go, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to murder her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll get away with
totally
it.
understand that.
I'm sure I'll get away with it.
The total opposite of coward.
You're not getting my kids or my money. Stab, stab, stab. You know, that's wild to
I
me.
totally
You know you can
understand
just
it.
get divorced. Yeah, you're going to take a financial hit and probably only see your kids on the weekend or whatever. But you're also...
or you could save your money and take her on a cruise.
Or you could spend the rest of your life in prison.
Yeah, but
Or the rest
she-
of your life miserable.
you get her liquored up and you bring her to the balcony and you just hope something happens.
Yeah. The odds are not in your favor.
I'm just saying.
So you're telling me she fell? Okay, well, where she hit on the rock, whatever, it was 40 yards away. Like somebody.
I've changed
She would have
my
had a
mind.
jump.
It seems like somebody who was about 6'2", and this weight, whatever, threw her. So, look who we have over here.
I've changed my mind.
Yeah.
I've talked about pushing her off a cliff too many times, so I can't do that.
Okay.
Now the new plan is to take her on a cruise, get her liquored up, go to the balcony, stand like this, look over the side and go, "Oh my God, have you seen this? You got to really let go, really let go, really let go." And when she's all drunk, she looks over so far she falls off, and I go, "Oh." Then I count exactly 57 seconds, and then I call the captain and say, "Man overboard."
Can I tell you something that you should do though to help yourself out?
Sure.
Is as she's going over, grab her. And if she can grab your arm or whatever, and there's some,
marks.
so you're like,
Struggle.
I had her, I tried, and I couldn't,
That's good. That's good, Galvin.
You
I'll
don't
add
want
that to my
push
list.
marks in the back. You don't want any of
no
that
push
stuff.
marks.
Right.
I was going to let her just do it on her own. And then I go, I don't know. I came out on the balcony and she was gone.
Yeah.
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
If you could, and this may hurt, but it's really going to add to your credibility, if you could jump to the deck below. You know what I mean?
Let's
Even
not
if
get
you
crazy.
Even if you break a leg or
My
do something
luck.
like that, say I tried.
My luck, she fell onto the deck below and I
you go
fall in the
over.
water trying to hit the deck.
A study of all 4 generations found that in their experience, adulthood actually starts at the age of what? What age do you think adulthood actually starts? Not 18, you become an adult,
22.
legally, whatever. But when did you first really feel like, okay, I'm an adult now?
26.
This year.
22.
I know.
This year.
33.
I know that I know it didn't have anything to do with it wasn't biological at all. It was the first time I got sued.
Yeah.
The first time I got sued, I was like, "Oh, I'm an adult now. I have things that people want."
I am not an adult then.
Any
Yeah.
age?
Yeah.
Any age?
I was
26?
20, probably about 24, 25.
24, 25.
Yo, I'm not the guy to ask. I just lost my shoes in St. Pete.
You're still waiting for it?
Yeah, yo, I'm not the one.
They say adulthood actually starts at the age of 27, so you're close.
Yeah.
That's when life gets real and you're putting responsibilities over having fun.
Well, that's kind of when you get to the age where you're like, okay, I should not be renting. I should own a house.
Right.
Or, and then your
I should
friend.
not be living in a house with a mother, grandmother, and a
You're
daughter.
right.
Wait, for me?
No, not you, him. That's your
It's your
girlfriend.
house.
Oh, that's
I
right.
like being part of the
Galvin's
family.
house.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah, I do.
No, you don't, because you've been living over at Brother Mark's house
Right.
with Brother Mark and Brother Farver.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say my family was specific to certain people.
You're codependent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They don't want you there.
I feel like you're trying to move into that other house.
No, not
No,
at
you
all.
may not know it. You may not realize it.
Oh,
You're
I may not realize it? Oh.
You're
That-
trying to move into the
Slowly?
brother house from the pants house.
So
Which I got to be honest with you, would make more sense. I mean, you should be on your own, but it would make more sense for you to live with a guy that's your same age, whatever, as opposed to somebody who's 50 years older than you and has an entire family there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
I don't think
Fine.
either. I think neither one of you want to admit that you're uncomfortable.
No.
No, we would tell each other.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
definitely.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You've got no pants in a pants house.
Yeah.
What? No, he has to have pants in there. That's one of the rules.
He's
It's like a pants list.
Yeah,
He's
your
pants.
pants is in the
Ah,
pants
you-
house,
you
which is
know?
not a good look.
That is not a good look, G. I would have to agree with you on that.
Today is National Video Game Day.
Love it.
What's your favorite? Your
Call of
go-to?
Duty.
Call of Duty?
Madden.
I can't stop playing Wii Sports right now.
Wii Sports?
What year is it? Wii Sport. You have a Wii.
No, it's on the Nintendo Switch, but you can play the sport. It's called Sports Resort.
Oh,
but I call it
okay.
Wii
I thought
Sports,
you were
yeah.
out there.
No.
Are you any good at tennis?
Oh,
on the
dude,
Wii?
I am crushing it right now.
I don't know if they have it like a retro thing, whatever, but I love me some Space Invaders.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Space Invaders
It's
is fun.
sick, yeah.
I think I really need the joystick, though. I need the stand-up
Yeah,
machine
I
and
get
stuff. We played Space Invaders and Asteroids so much. We used to do the quarter trick where you put a tape and a thread, whatever.
Yeah.
You can't do it, obviously, anymore, but we did that. We were staying at some hotel. We were on vacation, and we did it so much I went to sleep, and all I heard was... Jun, 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 jun,
Yep.
jun, jun,
I used to close my eyes and still see the board.
Yeah, it was wild.
Galaga was my favorite, like
Galaga's
old
the best.
school.
I
Yeah,
love
it's the best.
Centipede.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot is mine.
Yeah.
And I still go to it.
It's always good whenever you, if you want to find some of the old school games, just go to a bowling alley.
Yeah.
A lot of times
Yeah.
they'll still have the Asteroids or Pac-Man or all that stuff. So Dave Grohl, we found out, having the kid out of wedlock and all that stuff, he said he wants to earn his wife's trust back, but he also hired a divorce lawyer before announcing
Oh boy.
the birth
Nice guy.
out of wedlock.
I
the lies
think-
keep coming.
No, I don't think that. Let me just tell you. I think that he probably told his wife. He obviously told her before he got on Instagram. So she may have had an adverse reaction to it and said, "Oh, we're not staying together." And he was like, "All right, well then I got to get a divorce lawyer." And then said, "Hey, I want to stay with my wife, but who knows what's going to happen."
Does he make more than her though? Do we know?
I think he should. I think he did.
Maybe.
Galvin, what happens in your family if you have a baby out of wedlock? I mean, do you think you could stay? You think you can get past it? You think your wife would stay with you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know either. I don't know. My wife used to say she would cut my face in my sleep, which I think was probably true. But now I think that she's older and she'd probably be like, "I don't care, just get out."
By the way,
Like it's been too long.
by the way, my wife is not a jealous type at all.
No.
But there's nothing I love more than saying anything about any girl. Oh, this girl messaged me on Instagram and said that something, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, "Who is she? I'll kill her." Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to do that, so I'm not going to try and find out.
No, I know. I'm just saying, though, I was, thinking about it. I don't know many relationships that would last.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm also not Dave Grohl. If I was married to Dave Grohl, it might be a different story. If she was married to
and
Dave
like
Grohl.
we said before, we don't know what their deal is. Whether she's
Right.
like, when you're on the road, have some fun. Just
Yeah.
make sure you're not having babies.
Yeah.
He had to know that it was about to hit the media.
Oh,
and
man.
sure.
got in front of it.
Yeah. And so yesterday, somebody sent me a link, and it said this is supposedly the mother of Dave Grohl's. And by the time I went to it, it was already taken down. So,
I hope it's a
out. That information's out.
random one night stand.
Pig, a real pig.
Yeah.
Did you see the post I put up on Instagram? It wasn't mine. I didn't create it, but it was so perfect. It said it had a picture of Dave Grohl from the video "Learn to Fly," where he's got the pigtails and he's got the braces and stuff. And it says some girl finding out that Dave Grohl is her father. It's so perfect.
Please
so
be
funny.
some schlub that was just working the beer tub backstage.
Some girl that worked at the venue, whatever. Some lighting rig chick. She's all fat and
Now
gross.
she hit the lottery.
I don't know your wife very well, but I feel like
She knows that by when you saw her in Publix.
Yeah.
I feel like your wife stays with you.
No way.
Yeah,
No.
she's like, I'm already in it. We got kids.
No way.
No,
No, no way.
She's
no,
looking
she
for a
bails.
reason.
Yeah, I would be shocked if that was the case.
really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's got one foot out the door now.
Yeah.
You know.
My wife made me mad yesterday. I said, "Oh, Jason Momoa is on the show tomorrow," and she said, "Oh, will he be here?" And I go, "What do you care?
Yeah.
You never asked if anybody else was going to be here before. You didn't care if Greg Fitzsimmons was here the day before."
She's gonna come in and start doing her thrust.
Yeah.
You should have said yes, so she would have come in here all dolled up.
I would have killed her.
She would have walked in. You're like, what are you dressed up for?
I'd go. I don't blame you. So that one time, my wife's ultimate crush, the one past that we have, is Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
For both,
For both of you.
Hot.
So I got home from work one day, and I went, "Hey, guess who's going to be on the show tomorrow?" And she said, "Who?" And I said, "Joey McIntyre," which was true, but he was calling in. And she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Yeah." I go, "In fact, they're supposed to call me in a couple minutes to confirm." And she goes, "Okay." So I put my phone down and I went in the bathroom, and I had already changed a number to Joey McIntyre. So my phone rings and I hear her go, "Your phone ringing. Hello?" she didn't even get the G and ring out. She goes, "Your phone's ringing. Hello?" I got you. I got you.
By the way, does everybody love the cinnamon broom?
Yeah.
I do.
Cinnamon broom.
Yeah.
Is it too much though, or no?
No, I
It
don't
was
think so.
a little much yesterday, but
Yeah.
today it's perfect. Yeah.
Even out. So
Yeah.
they had them at Publix. I think it was like 2 for $9. So I bought 4 of them and brought one in here. I have 3 at home, and I opened one and I put it up, and I'm like, it smells good. And then the other 2, I'm like, I'm gonna store these or whatever, and I'm like, open
them all.
Yeah. So now you walk in the door and it's like cinnamon, right in your face.
3 brooms in one house.
It smells good
yeah.
though. It's
Do
not-
you smell the scent, my home scenting system when you
Oh, yeah.
come in?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, you're-
My wife and I don't smell it at all.
Well, I'm sure after a certain amount of time, whatever, but also it stays on my clothes.
Yeah.
It stays on my clothes to the point where I got my hair cut and the lady goes, "You smell fantastic." And I go, "Oh, really?" I go, "I'm not wearing." Oh, yeah, it's my buddy's house
my
scenting.
daughter had a friend over yesterday, and I heard them talking, and she said, "You smell like your house." And she goes, "What do you mean?" She goes, when you come to school, when you walk in the classroom, I know that you're there because I could smell it. And I go, that's so weird because we can't smell it anymore.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't smell it when I'm here, but then like Galaxy, when I leave, it's on my clothes and my bag that I bring my laptop in.
Yep.
I can smell it at my house.
When I open my bag to take the laptop out, I can smell it.
It's so funny. I have it in my CPAP machine. So if I go to the condo and I take the CPAP machine out, as soon as I put the mask on, I breathe in my house.
Yeah, that's funny.
It sounds healthy.
So Taylor Swift won Video of the Year, Artist of the Year, and more at last night's VMAs.
Also, to show you how old I am, I had no idea the VMAs were on last night until I turned the TV on. I went, what?
Sabrina Carpenter, who I did not know and looked up, very attractive, won Song of the Year for Espresso. And Chappell Roan won Best New Artist. Which she's fantastic.
It was good to watch. I watched a little bit of it. I watched Megan Thee Stallion. And who else did I see? I saw a couple of performances last night of people I never heard of before.
She's so pretty.
Are the VMAs not a big deal anymore, or is it because we're old?
No, not a big
they used
deal.
to be a huge thing.
I know, but that's because they used to have like the top performances by the top artists. Now there's so many little small artists.
And I feel like people used to watch TV. People don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones, best collaboration was Fortnite, Taylor Swift, and Post Malone. Best pop, Taylor Swift. Best hip hop was Houdini by Eminem. Best R&B, Snooze by SZA. Best alternative, Benson Boone.
He
Beautiful
performed
Things.
last night.
Yeah.
Sang, did great, and was doing flips.
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Best rock, Human by Lenny Kravitz.
Well,
Let's see some of the other stuff. Oh, Video for Good. What I Was Made For from the Barbie soundtrack. Billie Eilish. I got to tell you, that is a lovely song. I really do. I really like that song a lot. She does great for that movie, and then she did the James Bond No Time to Die, which is a great song too. VMA's most iconic performance was Roar by Katy Perry.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's what I said.
I said to Amanda last night, I don't know why, but we all hate Katy Perry.
The funny thing about Katy Perry, though, was she put out a clip of a video that I think was coming out. Tight.
Yeah.
She did I think she did the
bugs me.
Ozempic.
I miss her being a little thick.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, she had some great curves.
I'm not mad at it. John Bon Jovi was filming a video on a bridge in Nashville when he noticed a woman contemplating suicide. He was able to convince her to not jump and help pull her off the ledge.
Fake fish.
Oh, yeah? You think
Did
so?
you see the video?
No.
It's not a very high bridge.
Yeah?
And he was walking down the bridge and he just sees her and he goes over and he starts talking to her. And
Is it for the video or something?
It doesn't look like it's for the video, but it looks like fake fish. It looks like either that or like she was like one of those, was like, I'm going to jump off the bridge, but she probably does that 3 days a week. She goes and stands on the bridge, you know.
I also watched it and thought fake fish.
Oh, man, if you get busted faking someone trying to commit suicide, that's going to be bad news.
There was just something about it that was just like, didn't seem, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. Finally news, someone talked about to sleep experts and asked them to name the top 10 sleep mistakes that people make. So a lot of people have trouble sleeping.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
I lay down, I'm sleeping.
Me too.
I'm asleep within minutes, and I'm totally fine with that. Gio, you say no?
No, I toss turn all night.
Yeah.
Punch my wife in the face.
My wife a lot of time has trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
Carmen, you said trouble?
Yeah, trouble.
I drop like a log. The minute I hit the bed, all I got to do is go, all right, shut it down.
Joe, you scared of not waking back up?
No, I'm actually. It's easy for me to sleep almost anywhere. I could sleep on the floor, on the couch.
Yeah, he is easy to
Joe
accommodate.
is at the age when he sleeps, and I've only seen you asleep a few times. You look like you might be dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
It's
Mouth open.
It's very much mouth open, not moving at all.
No.
No air, no noises,
Right,
no nothing.
yeah.
You're also seeing me passed out though, drunk.
No,
That's different.
No,
that's
you-
not true.
you seen you
in
nap.
the movie.
Oh, at the movie.
It was like
yeah.
30 seconds in, and you're like,
Yep,
and
that's
you're
true.
like staring at his chest to see if he
Yeah.
moves. Like, is he
Yeah.
breathing?
yeah.
No seeds for purchase.
That's so weird. Carmen, you got to do it.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Pay.
Pay.
This hour's keyword is pay. P-A-Y. Head over to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter the word pay. before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours.
Go get your money. Go get your money.
Pay me my money.
All right. Is that it for news?
Well, I had the things, but we can roll through them real quick. We got stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so the sleep experts, they said the top 10 things. I'll give you the top 5. Not knowing how much sleep you really need. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. So if you only sleep for a couple hours and you need, 8 hours, whatever, you're still going to be tired. Eating too much or too little before going to bed. Too much, you're going to have the stomach, blah, 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 and then you got to go.
You don't want bubble guts.
Do that stuff. Screens before bed. Put your phone down. Turn your TV off. The blue light is is one reason, but the stimulation can keep you up, because you're going through your phone, doing all that stuff. Not winding down. Doing stuff and then trying to immediately go into bed. Like if you have an event or you're doing something and you get home and you're like, all right, now I got to go to sleep. It's difficult. Like, you go to a concert or stuff, you're still up from that.
I used to lay in bed and think about bills. I gotta pay my bills. I got to pay the thing. It used to freak me out.
And then napping too much. They say naps are fine. Just try and limit them to 30 minutes so that they don't keep you up at night. That's BS. I nap every day, and I just read a study the other day. It said adults that nap daily have bigger brains, more brain capacity.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
There you go.
So there you go. There's some of the stuff for sleeping.
All right. Thank you. We got to take a break. We got too much going on. We got the Deep Inside the Music guy is going to join us next. Cody Tucker is going to join us first. And Jason Momoa is going to be on at 8:40. That's all happening this morning. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Before we get to the Deep Inside the Music, guys, we have to go to Cody Tucker, who is live calling us from Texas. But I can see Cody today, and you can see him on. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Joe, what's going on? Can you see?
Just had him and I lost.
We're experimenting. I can see him. He's right there. He's still there. Oh, Cody, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you loud and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Texas. You can find him on Instagram at the Cody Tucker, one of the most interesting guys on social media. What do you have for us, Cody, today?
Perfect. So today I have some more original movie casting.
Oh, we love these. These are great. Galvin, I know you love this the most.
I do.
All right, good. So first, Billy Bob Thornton's role in Bad Santa was originally meant for Jack Nicholson.
Oh, that would have been great.
Brandon Lee's role in The Crow was meant for River Phoenix.
Okay.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's role in Airplane was meant for Pete Rose.
Oh, that would have been great.
The original choice to play the skipper on Gilligan's Island was Carol O'Connor, a.k.a. Archie Bunker.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Easy stick, Gilligan.
Sharon Stone's role in Basic Instinct and Jodie Foster's role in Silence of the Lambs were meant for Michelle Pfeiffer.
Mm-hmm.
The original choice for Sharon Stone's role in Casino was Tracy Lords.
Yeah. Oh, the porn star. I knew that.
Uh-huh. The original choice to play Jeff Goldblum's role in The Fly was Pierce Brosnan.
Oh.
And Ralph Macchio's role in Karate Kid was meant for Charlie Sheen.
Oh.
And the original choice to play Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon was Kevin Spacey.
Really?
I got to tell you, he probably would have done a good job, but now that you see it with Jim Carrey, I don't think anybody else could ever play that.
Jim Carrey became that role.
Also, you wonder, Charlie Sheen, would he have a completely different life if he was Karate Kid?
I bet he still would have probably burned out.
Do you think? Or
Yeah, he would have been famous earlier.
He would have had better people around him. You know what I mean? Because that would have made him a bigger star and more mainstream. Yeah, that's interesting to think about, though.
If you want to hear more interesting stuff like that, you can find Cody Tucker. I think you told this, told it on the show when we had you on in the beginning, but I watched one yesterday where you talked about James Brown going in and shooting up the shotguns. I don't know if you said it on the show, I saw it, but that was pretty awesome. I watched the video that you made yesterday. You can find Cody Tucker on Instagram at the Cody Tucker Show, and find him on YouTube and go like him and subscribe because he's got all sorts of great stuff, not just entertainment. It's some stuff about history, and it's just really interesting snippets of stuff that I love. It's one of the best things out there. Cody, thank you. I'm glad we get to see you now.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
We'll work on you getting to see us now. Baby steps.
Thanks for dressing up, Cody.
Yeah.
As always.
You look just like you're on this show.
Yeah.
All right, pal. Have a good day.
All right, thanks.
See you,
buddy.
All right. That poor guy gets up early just for those couple of minutes.
Yeah.
All right, now we got Ronnie D in the studio. Say hi, Ronnie.
What up?
Give me some music. Just something so I can see if we're going to get that.
Anything in there?
Start it.
Oh. Is it playing?
No. Hold on.
It's playing on my end.
No. Oh,
See if you can get Spanish. He had a picture. I don't know whether he has the thing or what, but
I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
Well,
don't we normally plug him into there or something? No, we plug him in here. All right, hold on. We have to figure all this out. Also, Jason Momoa is going to join us on the show today.
I think he's awesome.
He is very awesome.
And his choice of band names is awesome.
Ufu, Tao Tao,
Awesome.
Yeah, he is going to be popping up around town. He has got a band that is playing at Janus. He's got his new vodka that is out, which he'll be promoting around town this weekend. You'll get to see him. I think that's pretty cool. Oh, do we have something? Do we have an answer? You just coming in here with a candy bar? Just walk in there holding a candy bar.
All right.
We're trying to figure out the computer for the Deep Inside the Music guys. Nothing? You smell like cigarettes and candy. It's disgusting.
I'm not getting any levels over here.
Oh, I hear something. Oh, it's very loud. I hear something.
Oh, no. Awesome.
What? Try and play. You still playing music?
Yeah, we're still rocking.
Oh, man. What a disaster.
Anything coming through?
Nothing. I hear nothing.
Let's check my...
Nothing?
Yeah, you should be hearing me.
What do we usually do? We've done this 100 times. How come we can't figure this out?
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes. But in the meantime, we have a show on YouTube called Deep Inside the Music.
Yes.
And the reason we do it is because we love to play music. That's how it all happened. And what has happened is from listening to these songs in this way, it has made us rewrite and remix every piece of music we've ever done in our lives.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you break down the songs and you hear the different layers of the songs and you hear instruments that you never actually hear in the song, but when you hear it layer by layer, it really changes the music. I'll tell you what, we're running late as it is. Maybe I'm going to jump in, take a quick break. We'll get this all figured out. We'll come back and we'll do this. We'll talk to Jason Momoa. We got Martin Gramatica. We got a lot of things going on this morning.
All right.
So let's pace it. We'll be back quick. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. What do you think goes on in the hall that they slunk out into the hall during the break? Will you go look real quick? Will you go sneak out and look real quick? Spanish he couldn't wait till as soon as I turned the microphone on, he just snuck out into the hallway. I'm dying to see what's going on over there. Hold on. What's he doing? The minute we turn the microphone on, Spanish sneaks out into the hall all the time. I'm just looking to see what he's doing. Galvin's out there videotaping.
He can't find him.
He can't find him. No. He's probably taking a poop. He's the poop master, this guy. I gotta tell you, he's either pooping or banging my wife during the commercial. He's just gone. Is he outside smoking? Where do you think he went?
He got his payday and ran out of the garage.
So he's
out front?
Is he? Alexa, show back door. I bet he's smoking. You think he's what? But he's going to eat his payday while he's crapping?
Oh,
man. Gross.
Cut out the middleman. Just throw it in the toilet.
All right.
Oh, Joe, look at all the raccoons with all the trash.
Yeah, I know, Mike.
Not for you. I'm just saying. It's so son of a bitch.
I'll address it as soon
Alexa,
as we're done.
stop. All right. In a couple of minutes, we're going to talk to Jason Momoa. He's going to be in town. I'll tell you where you could see him. But right now, the equally sexy Deep Inside the Music, Lamangelo and Ronnie are here.
Yes.
How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Now, Billy doesn't have to come to these things anymore?
Well, we send the message out to be here early in the morning, and we hope for the best.
I understand.
So
that's what I do with Spanish every day.
Yeah, so we'll hear what happened later, and it'll be an awesome story. We love Willie Bells.
I understand. I understand. You can find these guys on YouTube at Deep Inside the Music, as well as all the other social media. We're going to start with them, and then Carmen, my phone controller doesn't work.
I gotcha.
As well as everything else in the studio. So please let me know when Jason Momoa and Blaine Halverson, his artist partner, are going to be on the line with us, so we could talk to them. Okay.
Deal.
In the meantime, Ronnie D.
Yeah.
They take music and they go deep inside the music. What do we have today?
Today we have one of my favorite songs of all time, Desert Island Song, and you've never heard it like this before.
I don't even know what is Desert Island Song.
A Desert Island song, like if you were stuck
I
on a
thought you were
desert.
like this is Bob Marley, Desert Island Song.
Yeah, it's Rupert Holmes.
Oh, my bad. A Desert Island Song.
It's on my If the World Ended and I Could Only Have One tape.
Oh yeah.
On the highway to hell.
All right. Yes, we need the ending. It can't go like that.
This is the Deep Inside the Music, guys. You can find them on YouTube at Deep Inside the Music and all the social media. That is a little AC/DC Highway to Hell.
It's
That's
funny
pretty
whenever you're
badass.
playing that in the isolated with the solo and stuff. Malcolm Young sounds like he's playing 5 guitars for the rhythm.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like
He's
it's
a
just so
machine.
it's ridiculous.
See, and in my mind, I don't hear him at all. I mean, I know, but I'm saying I give all the credit in my head to Angus, and I don't even pay attention to Malcolm. I don't even hear.
It's so funny. Listen to AC/DC and listen for Malcolm when he comes in with rhythm stuff. You're just like, oh, you got to make that face.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my God, it's so
Stank
good.
face.
Yeah.
And then when he died, they would just like find another tiny young to come play, and they're like, okay, go get what's his name?
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah.
It's his cousin?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, Steve, can you do it? Okay. And he just gets his guitar and just jumps in there. All right. What else we got? I got 6 minutes left. You got
Oh,
another
man,
song?
plenty of time. We have time to mention that we're playing a show tomorrow night.
What?
Come out.
What band?
Ronnie D and the Superstars.
Okay, I like that.
Featuring Lamangelo on the bass.
I'm familiar with him.
And we're playing a free show at Dunedin Brewery tomorrow night. And if you come to the door and say you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Very popular show. Be careful
get
what
in-
you're about to say.
You get in for extra free.
Oh!
Extra free.
Oh, man.
2 for free.
Yeah, I mean,
love
for
that.
$5 we get a pretty good crowd, but for free,
For extra free.
Crazy.
Holy cow.
You get in free if you mention the Mike Calta Show. 2 for free.
yeah,
Two
two
for-
for free.
2 for free.
So come on out. We're going to do, I mean, the reason we even do Deep Inside the Music is because we love to play
Wait,
music.
I need to know who's in this band. You, Lamangelo.
All the regular cavalcade of weirdos, Leroy Myers, Andy Beer, the whole situation.
Okay, good.
Nice.
All the Clearwater All-Star guys will
Pretty
be in
much.
the Ronnie D and the Superstars. Good,
So
okay.
we're so inspired by playing music that we found this. Lamangelo found and sent me a YouTube of Marvin Gaye singing a cappella.
Oh, wow.
And then we started scouring, and I say we very loosely, Lamangelo started scouring the internet for a cappella stuff, and then he found, what was the first song?
I have no idea.
Yes, the Yes song.
Roundabout?
No, use yourself, we only live.
yeah.
Whatever song. Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Willie Bells came in, and we were like, dude, you got to hear this. And he said, we should make a show like this, like us just sitting around. So before you get too crazy about thinking it's a TED Talk about music,
Oh, no.
the show is these dudes getting freaked out by stuff like this. Check it out.
She keeps them always shut.
Did you know it starts with finger snaps?
Pretty cabinet.
What a song.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Well, they were so talented, but the thing about them was they were so experimental, but they're trying to do things like you said, Galvin, how they swung the amplifier
Speaker
around the
around,
speaker,
yeah.
trying to get that left right, trying to get that flange thing to it. That's pretty awesome. But it was such amazing, talented artists. See, Freddie can sing, better than most people, and Brian May on the guitar, and then all those other guys just coming together. That's why that stuff sounds so great with or without the music.
Yes, all the parts are brilliant, and they all sound amazing. That's kind of why we remixed our whole album that we're working on now, is from hearing how this stuff sounds broken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now have to go to the hotline and welcome to this show. This is the great Jason Momoa and his partner Blaine Halverson. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Aloha. What's up, buddy?
Where are you guys right now?
We're in Atlanta.
Did you play a gig last night?
Tonight we're playing a gig.
Oh, good. Okay, so I didn't know if you were coming from one to the other. Jason Momoa and Blaine have a new vodka out together. Jason, a little bit of a reputation for being a guy who likes to drink. At what point were you like, I might as well just make my own stuff?
Well, that's where it all stemmed from. Me and Blaine are definitely like our libations. So, we've been working together we've been doing stuff together for about 14 years. And working for other companies like Harley and Carhartt. And, he's helped me out with quite a few of my movies and characters. And so we wanted to make something for ourselves. That happened about 9 years ago. So it's taken us quite a long time to get Melee going, but the beauty of it is we did it on our own. We got a trial and error and make sure everything was just how we wanted to do it. And we're new to the liquor companies, but we wanted to make a sippable vodka, and so it's just not pot. Like, no one's really got that going on for them. thought the vodka market was kind of broken. It's always been treated like an ingredient instead of a spirit. So, yeah, we kind of set out to make something new in that arena.
So what do you just drink? When you drink, you like to drink just a straight melee vodka?
Yeah, we just drink it neat. I mean, that's the thing. We've been going around to all these tastings. We have people try it neat and warm, at room temperature, and you can put it up against everything else. You just kind of, it's beautiful because you can just sip it. So when you bring it to your cocktail and if you ice it or if you make a martini or whatever drink you want to make, it's only gonna highlight it. So.
And it's legit. It's like an honest thing for you because I feel like you really want to drink it. A lot of these celebrities will just slap their name on something so they could make money, or they can just have their name on something else. But I really feel legit like you'll be drinking it.
I think most people know me. They've seen that I've started everything that I've done it myself.
Yeah,
started from the ground up. And so I think all my intentions are, it's just him and I. I mean, it took a long time to do it, so there is no company that signed us on. This is me and my best friend who made it on our own, and it's exciting because we go from place to place and just we meet people who have worked hard to keep their businesses afloat, and whether it's restaurants or bars, and meet with the mixologist and be able to just have that intimate experience. And then at the same time, we're also trying to, because you can't. It's wonderful. Everybody shows up to signings and they show up to the bottle events. But I had this idea to basically bring my best buddies in, and we do a show and give you like an intimate look on what it's like hanging out and share some drinks and have a good night. And so we're excited because we'll be coming to Tampa and St. Petersburg and playing QMS live.
Blaine, who can drink the most?
Our biggest one.
Who could drink the most, Blaine? You or Jason? Who could outdrink the other one?
Well, I'm the so-called keeper of the tank, so I don't get to drink anything else. So literally, like, I only sip.
Oh,
I only sip daily now, so I think in a head-to-head of, like, melee neat, I don't know that I want everyone to go up against the big guy, but I can definitely hold my own.
By the way,
I'm going to go out swinging for sure.
Challenge accepted. I would take on the big guy. I would do a drink till you throw up. See who wins.
Done after
I'd be done
two.
after.
Yeah.
I'll back you up, Michael. Don't worry.
I do want to tell you guys. So the band's playing Janice live tonight. You will love this. It's
Saturday.
Saturday. I'm sorry. Well, our band, Jason. You and I have a lot in common. Very sexy gentlemen who both play bass in bands and like to drink vodka. And Janice Live is a great venue. You guys are going to love that place.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be the biggest one we've had. Someone told me it's like 2,000 people that can fit into that place. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably pull 2,000 people. Yeah, you could jam them in there, and it's a courtyard, so it's really a lot of fun. I have to tell you, I love when we have like big time celebrities on, and you would think a guy like you who. I mean, my wife, the minute I said you were on the show, she's like, "Ooh, is he coming in studio?" I go, "All right, settle down." A guy like that who so many women love, you'd think would be a little bit of a dick, but you seem like such a cool guy.
Why would I be a dick?
Not you. I'm just saying, like you would think that somebody that's got chicks loving them as much as you do. What I'm saying is, I watched that video that you made where you swung into the Comic-Con one time, and you just look like the kind of cool dude that everybody wants to hang out with. That's why I think that it's going to be guys and girls lining up to see you this weekend.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty authentic. I mean, I was raised by a single mother in Iowa. I was raised in the Midwest. I don't know. I have enormous amounts of gratitude. Grew up, Hawaiian, and appreciate. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I'm just fucking off the it.
How long have you been playing?
All the ladies and fellas can come out to we're doing Lucan's Liquor tomorrow too in Midtown. So come out and give us a big hug.
Let me tell everybody where you guys are going to be. You're going to be at 4:00 at the Cellar Wine and Spirits inside the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. That is happening today. Then Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30, you'll be at Lucan's in Midtown, and then at 7:00. Melee Vodka presents Jason Momoa and Oof to Tata. Did I say it right?
Tata.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
It means the fucking good. Sorry.
You just made me choke on my water. And what do you song? What kind of? I watched some videos of you. You're a really good bass player. But what kind of songs do you guys play?
We're really a lot of the music is just me and my best friend's favorite music. So everything from like Zeppelin to Sabbath and Jimi Hendrix and Chili Peppers, Metallica, Rage, Bad Brains. Like we're just playing everything we love.
Good. Well,
So we have one original song. We've been together for about I don't know. We just kind of started, so we got one original that we're doing, and then some Tom Waits, and yeah, I think everyone's having a good time. So yeah, just come out, check us out, and let us entertain you.
all right. Well, good. Listen, we got some friends in common. We're buddies with Batista and Patrick Wilson, and I know that these guys love you. And yeah. Batista's a guy, isn't he?
Those guys are cool as shit. I mean, come on, Batista's amazing, and Patrick's he's cool as it gets.
Yeah,
he's so nice.
Patrick gave you a little bit of a run for your money as far as good-looking guys go. That was he's a handsome gentleman.
He's a hell of a drummer too.
Is he? Yeah, we played with his band.
Yeah,
we played with the Wilson Band before.
What kind of music do you play?
We play cover bands. We found out the hard way that girls only want to see songs that they already know. They don't care about a bunch of old guys trying to write new songs. Yeah, we know.
I figured that right.
yeah. We learn. We play nothing but the panty droppers. Bon Jovi, Def Leppard. You know what's going
Journey,
on. Journey. You know where it's. We know where it's at.
Yeah. What's the name of your band?
Pitbull Toddler.
Pickled toddler. I was a panty dropper.
Well, we used to do it. It's a long story. We used to do a bunch of stories about how you're always reading about pit bulls attacking babies, and we came up as a joke, Pitbull Toddler, and now 20 years later, we're stuck with that stupid band name. That's just what happens. That's how dumb band names are formed. like oof ta 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 ta. Well, listen, I appreciate you guys getting up early and coming on the show, and I hope everybody goes out to see you this weekend, and certainly try Maidley Vodka. If you were out here trying to sell me pants, I don't know if I would trust you, but Jason Momoa pushing vodka is something that I know it's legit. So go out and try the Maidley Vodka, and go meet these guys at Lucan's, and go see the band Oof Ta 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 at Janice Live on Saturday. Gentlemen, great to have you on the show. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks.
Enjoy Tampa. There you go. Jason Momoa dropped the F word, and I didn't even care. Carmen, I assume you dumped that?
I did not hear that.
Oh! You might want to dump that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oof the ta-ta. All right, we got to take a break. It's a Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Jason Momoa made me nervous when I said, it's hard when you have to talk to two guys and they're on a cell phone and on speakerphone, and I understand that they want the other guy, he's a partner in this, to be on and all that stuff, but the truth is nobody cares what that guy has to say. I'm not trying to be mean. They want to hear from the celebrity, and it makes it more difficult. So I was trying to connect with him, and I was trying to say to him, it's so great that you're such a good guy. Like, when we look at Shaquille O'Neal and we're like, Shaquille O'Neal is just what you want rich guys to be. Guys who are just buying computers for little stranger kids, and buying bikes for kids when he sees them, and donating money and paying off people's layaways and all that. He just seems like a good dude, and you're glad he's rich and successful because he earned it, And you see Momoa, and he just seems to be the sweetest, nicest guy, and every girl wants to bang him, and every guy wants to hang out with him. I'm just glad he's not a dick, Because sometimes you talk to guys, like, wow, I thought that guy'd be cool, and he was such a dick. And he was like, why would I be a dick? I'm like, no, I wasn't
You
saying,
call me
you
a
know what
dick?
I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, anyway. Speaking of dicks, so Martin Gramatica is here on the show with us. Just kidding, Martin. How are you doing, buddy? Oh, my God, your mic's not on. Why isn't his mic on? Do I have to do something?
Change it for the deep inside the music guys, or no?
Is it not? It's not on? Oh, God, what did I do?
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Is it on? Offline?
Give me your mic, Joe.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not working.
Whatever you did, change it back, but then remember what you did for deep inside the music next time.
Those things. Well, that's not the right. That's the computer. Oh man, this show is falling apart. You're changing the computer settings. This is his microphone.
No, I'm trying to
Yeah.
Take that
I'm just
one.
letting you know. Don't be nervous, Spanish. I know this is not a good time for you, Martin. Does that work? No, that one.
Turn it on.
Turn it on. Joe doesn't turn his
turn it
microphone
on.
So
Jeez.
why would that?
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, there you go.
What about these? Are they all good? That doesn't work. Is it plugged in? Does it go on? Try it one more time, Martin. No, that's not working. All right, try that one.
1, 2, 3.
There you
I'm
go.
here.
We'll just use that for now. Sorry. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
We had a lot of things going on. The
I
Deep
see.
Inside the Music guys have wires. Jason Momoa is dropping F-bombs. It's got me all worked up today. Don't you drop an F-bomb.
I'll try to behave.
Yeah.
No, I only leave those for soccer practice.
Yeah.
With 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
No,
Do those kids don't even know that you're famous, right? Those kids on the soccer team.
they're too young, so they weren't born when we played. So their parents maybe at first, and then once I start yelling at their kid, I'm just a next coach that screaming at their kid. So
do you I try to force my kids into knowing that I'm famous? Do you do that as well?
Well, my middle son has always known that I played football. So anywhere we go, he's yelling from the back seat. Oh, he kicked for the Bucks. So it's actually embarrassing. Like if I come through your gate, they ask for my name. And it's like, and he kicked for the Bucks. So,
that's good though. Doesn't that make you feel good?
No, it's cool, but it's like a little bit of embarrassed. Like I have him trained to say that.
Yeah. My parents, my dad's like that. My dad will always be very proud and say, he's on the radio, whatever. And my kids, though, they don't seem to care.
My dad used to do that with the ATM card.
Do you? When's the last time you talked to your dad?
It's been Nico's 18, probably 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm so happy.
You don't ever think about?
No.
Yeah.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, I feel bad that my kids don't have a grandfather.
Yes.
That's the only thing I feel bad. But he does have grandfather figures. I have friends that have, that have taken him kind of under their wing as grandparents because we played soccer together. He has that. But at the end, so that's what hurts more.
Do you write about that in the book?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
You didn't read it?
I didn't read. I read only the football stuff.
The Calta part.
That chapter is stained with tears for me because I've read it a few times. Because I'm a good friend and I read your book.
Thank you.
So just a quick summary for those people who don't know. Your father took money?
Well, he was very abusive from the beginning.
Yes.
But
would you say, I'm asking this because I have having kids, would you say your father was abusive because he was making superstars or because he was just a total dick?
Second.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for example, we had a TV that was probably as big as an iPad. That was our TV with a VHS back in there, right? So we would rent movies, and if we heard him coming down the stairs, we would unplug it because we weren't allowed to watch movies and watch TV.
Why?
Who knows?
You wasn't go to your school work. You should be doing school work. He just didn't want you to have a good time.
No. So then another thing, we had a palm tree farm, right? So he would check us out of school at noon to go plant palm trees.
On the palm trees?
Yeah, plant them. Literally, we planted 3,000 palm trees by hand.
Yeah.
My brothers and I.
Yeah.
And then he would get mad if we didn't get good grades. I'm like...
Yeah. But do you think, I had this kid, Sal Messina, that I went to school with, and his parents didn't even speak English. They were fresh out the boat from Italy. And they would want to pull him out of school because he had to go do construction work and stuff. But that's just what his father knew. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making excuses for your father.
I agree.
Yeah.
But the not knowing when you're going to get hit or for what, that's where you kind of draw the line. I work. I don't mind doing manual labor. I've done it.
Sure.
And I've learned to do it. And that's part of it's fine. I'm glad I learned that. But I learned it with freaking flying hammers, flying sticks. And I realized how wrong it was when I had my kid. When I had Nico, I'm like, man, I love my kid so much. I would never do.
How could anybody ever done that? Yeah.
Right. So that's when we kind of drew the line and said, that's it. We just got to break tie because I didn't want that type of violence and abuse around. Did
you ever try to talk? I'm sure you did try to talk to him about it, or were you just like, no, he's too far gone?
He was too far gone, but we did try to talk at times. But it was more like it's my way or the highway. So we chose the highway. Once we realized that it was wrong, because at first you're brainwashed to think that's norm,
right?
And for example,
But do you think he thinks it's normal?
Probably.
Like he's brainwashed as well.
He grew up like that because the only thing I remember about my grandfather in Argentina was because I only saw him a few times. I stepped on his corns on his foot, and he hit me with a cane.
Oh, jeez!
And I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking okay, so he grew up like that. So for me, it was important to break that chain of
the cycle. Yeah.
And that's why I have such a good relationship with my wife, my kids, Santiago. We're really close because we believe in that. We don't want to have anything to do with that.
No, and I understand that. I do. I just think I wonder if it weighs on you to not have that relationship with your father, even though you really didn't want that abusive relationship. If you still think, but it would be nice, Well,
it would be nice to have a good father because I see when somebody loses their dad, that's a great dad. I'm thinking man, he could have still had more great years with their parent, and he's not here anymore. And I'm not saying I want him to die. I could care less what he does. If he wins the lottery tomorrow, I don't even want a penny from him. I don't want anything.
Right.
But the thing is, I feel bad when somebody loses their dad that they really love because I didn't have that for 15 years. my life has been so much better because he's not a part of our life.
I know the
Just
feeling,
like Gio,
Martin.
yeah.
My stepfather's a scumbag, and I could not care less. I don't care anything.
When I hear about that Porsche story, you know, I can relate to that because there's times where if I had a bad soccer game, he'd leave me at the fields. And I remember we played a tournament here in Tampa. We grew up in the La Belle near Fort Myers. Just took off because I was not playing good.
And what did you do?
I had to catch a ride with a parent.
Cow.
And then back then, there's no cell phones. There's no way. So I had to sit there and kind of, where is he?
Ask one of the other parents.
The parents that hadn't seen him in a couple hours, I said, well, maybe he left. So then I would take a ride, and then Mom would pick me up in Fort Myers and drive me to La Belle.
Oh, my God.
But so that type of stuff. One of the bowl games, my last bowl game, I missed an extra point because of the stress that he had put me under the night before. He was upset that I didn't hang out with him. I hung out with my teammates. And he starts the boo at the stadium.
He started the boo.
Oh, my God. I can't make this up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
A friend of mine, a teammate taps me on my shoulders like, is that your dad?
Oh, my God.
I laugh about it now, but I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I could spot him out because he bought a red jacket and put a Wildcat logo. We're purple. So he stood out like a Nebraska fan.
God.
So it's but right now I'm so much happier in my life. So
it seems
glad,
like it. Yeah.
I'm glad that part of it's over. I didn't want my kids growing up with that. And I'm strong, a parent, but I'm not an abusive parent.
Do any of your kids know him?
No, they met him because he saw Nico, and then he saw my second one because they were 22 months apart, born, and that's when we kind of had that. When I went to Dallas with the Cowboys, and then there were still issues, still drama, and that's when I said, that's it, it's over. I thought maybe grandkids would change him a little bit, and it didn't. It made it even worse, if not. It didn't make it any better, so I'm thinking, okay, if that's not going to change you, the last thing I need is for him to hit one of my kids, and then I'm going to jail because I don't want him touching my kids. So that's, but like I said, I feel so much better. I don't wish him any harm, whatever he's doing.
You just want him part of your life.
Yeah.
Wow, that's way worse than I thought it was. I thought you had financial issues with him.
Well, financial issues. That's because my financial advisor was a scumbag. So they would literally send wire, like forge my signature, wire this much. And at one point, I kind of found out, but they were like, they're family, so here, take the money. But then I found out later how many of those wires.
Oh, wow.
And I know that guy knew.
Yeah.
But my mom kind of let that slide as well, because if he's happy with money, then she doesn't have to deal with any issues either. So I kind of blame her a little bit too. So it's like, at one point, I'm like, look, just do your thing. Let me do my thing.
You talk to her?
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
But it's more painful because she allowed a lot of it.
And she's in the same situation you are. Obviously she's the adult, but she's also probably being abused as well.
For sure she was. But the point is, at one point, you've got to grow some and say, look, I'm going to protect my kids. Because if my wife was beating my kids, I would be like, that's the last thing you're going to do to them. So
100%.
If I did the same thing, I'm sure she would have just left me and protected the kids. And that's where I like, and then when she looks at other things and says I wasn't really seeing it, I didn't pay attention to that. That's crap. You know? So that's why I just rather look.
You have your new family. You have to concentrate on that family now.
I take care of my kids and my wife. That's my priority.
One more question, and then I'll move on.
No,
I know we did not plan on this today. Does he try? Like I think about this. If I had my kids taken away from me, or if something happened, if my son was mad at me, I would spend the rest of my life trying to get back into his good graces. Does he reach out at all, or did he try at some point?
The only time that I know that he tried is when I signed with the Saints. I get a text.
Hola, Martin.
Yeah. I need a wire. No, pretty much. So I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I hadn't talked to him in like 2 years, that part, or a year and a half. And then congratulations on making the team. And I'm thinking like, okay.
Yeah.
And then, obviously he sends like nasty messages, a couple suicide fails that were because of me, so I'm like, the gun didn't go off. I'm like, okay, sure.
Oh my God. To put you on that, Gio, you relate to that as well?
Oh yeah.
To put you on that extra pressure.
Right. Yeah. So no, that's like I said, I don't wish him any bad, but I just want to move forward. And
you do the right thing for your family.
That's exactly.
Holy cow.
The final
deep.
The final deal breaker for me was when my son was like 7, 8 months old. He told me the dog was more important.
Holy
with
cow.
my son on the floor with the dog in his face. And I said, get the dog out of there. This little baby, he might bite him. And he told me the dog was more important.
Wow.
And that's when I picked my kid up and said, well, I'm out of here. And it's over.
I feel like calling my dad and go, hey, sorry for all the bad things I thought about you when I was a kid.
That was like the last time I talked to him.
Speaking of pets, like if we had a dog, because we had a lot of dogs, and we were on a farm, so they were outside. Yeah. But if there was a dog that would like us more, that you could see that would follow us around, he would literally kill it.
Oh,
no! Yeah. I know you're a dog lover.
Yeah, come on.
I'm telling you, we've seen him shoot dogs. We've seen him drown dogs.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you,
he needs therapy.
I can't make. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He needs more than that. But I can't make this up. I'm telling you, so that's why like my wife's like, why don't you love dogs? I mean, I'm like scarred for life.
Yeah, you don't want to get close to him.
Yeah,
but my wife and kids love dogs, so we have a couple of dogs. But it's like
he should hang out with my stepdad. They'd probably get along great.
They're probably best friends. Yeah, we don't know that.
That is so messed up, man.
I didn't mean to go this route.
No, listen, I would do this all day. I just don't want. I would never interfere in your privacy. But you're very good at talking about it.
I wrote a book about it.
I know.
But the purpose of the book, and I always tell people, I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me because what I lived made me who I am today. But I wanted to realize that if somebody's going through it, break that quicker.
Yeah.
It took me to have a kid, so I could have broken it at 22. I'd be way better off financially because they wouldn't have taken 90% of what they'd taken, right? And I'd be better off just with my wife. Mentally, we had a better, we have a great relationship, but I mean, we would have had more experiences together because everything was just a pain when they were part of my life. So now it's like, but yeah.
That's so weird. I was talking years ago, I was talking to Drew, because Drew has a son and he's divorced and he's super dad. Right. And I thought it's weird how this generation that came from broken homes and single parent families became super dads. Like the dad now, Galvin adopted his son and a super dad. Gio's got all his kids. That he's a great dad too. I love my kids. Like everybody that I know, Joe and his kid, everybody I know is a real good dad now. Whereas in my generation, it was mostly single parent families.
Right. It's weird. I don't know if it's just a cycle,
but it's not what you have to do. You have to break this. You have to break the cycle, man. Right. It's crazy.
I was like, I'm never gonna be like this son of a bitch ever when I have kids.
Right.
But I could not understand how anybody is not there with their kids. I go away for a day and whether I realize it or not, I start to miss the kids and it makes me in a bad mood. I'm like, I'm going to Vegas this weekend. At some point on Saturday, I'll be like, I kind of miss the kids a little, not my wife. Never comes into the picture. Never think about her at all. I'm kidding. But it would bug me. And then I start to think, how could a parent walk away from a child?
Yeah.
Or better yet, how about that crazy Susie Smith who tried to drown her kids for a guy? Like, what brings you to that level? It's insane.
No, and that's the same thing. I've coached Nico, my oldest, since he was 3 years old in soccer.
Right.
And I feel like I still didn't spend enough time with him.
We
spent every weekend. I would practice 3 days a week, sometimes 4, and I'm there at every practice because I'm the coach.
Yep.
And now I'm looking back, and it's like, man, I wish I would have done more. And I'm like, there's really not much more we could have, but you always feel like you can spend more time with your kids.
Always. It's interesting now that my son's 18. I think. Was I there enough? I think I was. I went to every practice, every game, every dad day at school, every one of those things. In fact, Martine, I forgot about this, but I don't even know if you remember, but when Joey was little, he had to interview somebody. He had to interview somebody famous or something like that. I don't remember what it was. It was somebody whose job that he liked. And Martine was the guy he interviewed for the job, and he was probably 7 years old.
Was it because Brooke said no or Sapp said no?
How far down the roster did you go?
No, you were my first choice.
Allstott's busy.
That's hilarious. Martine Gramatica is here as he is with us every Thursday. We do football picks with him, and we talk about interesting stuff, but also. Because he works for Lifeguard Imaging, and we are getting more and more people hit me up. I get emails all the time of people that say, hey, went to Lifeguard, had the scan, everything's good. Thank you. I feel better. I have peace of mind. On top of that, I get, thank you. My dad went in and found out he had a blocked artery. My wife went in and found out she had a spot, turned out to be nothing, but all these things that I feel like we're helping people. I really do. I'm as into this as you are because I see the results that are happening, and I am going out of town tomorrow. Or I told my wife we have to pick a day next week. I told her earlier in the week, like I'm committed to it, to come in and get our new scan done.
No, absolutely, Mike. And even this past week, okay, I had a friend of mine that came in last week to scan, sent her their cousin and wife,
right?
And they scanned on Tuesday. We found out yesterday she has potentially lung cancer.
Oh my God!
No symptoms whatsoever.
None,
Super healthy.
Yeah.
Luckily, from what I'm under, and I don't understand, I don't want to butcher the stats, but it's a 4A in size, not stage 4, which means that I think there's a 5 to 15% that it is cancer.
Okay.
But now, if you leave it alone,
it could
that
grow
percentage
and get worse.
So I think she could be in good shape by capturing it early. But every single day, Mike, 1 to 3 of our patients, it's every day, heart disease or cancer. I mean, it's incredible stats. I thought it was a slogan for a T-shirt. I'm like, that's a pretty cool slogan.
Right, but
it's not.
legit,
I'm in the office all the time, and that's the thing. I mean, most people get shocked that I'm in the office, and I say, well, I didn't play quarterback, so I have to work, and I'm in the office. But yeah, so we see it every day where we're calling somebody and telling them, look, you need this follow-up, or go see your specialist, or whatever the recommendations are on the results. But and one of the things, we block off spots for your listeners because we're booked about a month.
Yeah, but I gotta have my listeners got to get in there because I was talking to those guys and they said it hasn't been as busy as it was before, and I need our listeners to go. I can't afford to have any of my listeners die. I need as many to stay number one. I can't have them dropping off.
Right, so that's why we have spots special for your listeners. That way, when they call, we can get them in within.
Because you're like 2 months out on the booking if you're not a Mike Calta Show listener.
Yeah, about a month and a half.
Yeah.
But you can get in right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
I will be there next week for sure. My wife and I. So I have shared this story before, but I'm going to say it again. We went. And my wife got a 0. Galvin got a 0.
That's right.
Everybody got zeros except for me and Joe, the old guy and the fat guy.
I was in the 40s.
But that's still pretty good. 40. 40.
Yes.
Yeah. Mine was 2,700.
Oh.
So, And no, I was surprised that it was that high. I expected to be somewhere in the couple of hundreds just because I was fat. But as a result of that, I went to a cardiologist. I had weight loss surgery. I have been doing as many things as I can to try and get that number down. Now, will it come down in 1 year? I don't know, but I got a long way to go before I get there. So, but I'll tell you, it certainly was a jumping off point for me to say, hey, you're 50 years old. Get your crap together or you're going to die by the time you're 60.
Well, not just having the knowledge, you can make corrections, whether it's nutrition, exercise, medication, and sometimes even surgery.
All of it. It was all of it.
Well, the thing, Mike, a stent is so much easier and less invasive than open heart surgery.
Yes.
So if we captured early where the patient may need stents, it's still a lot easier than having to go open heart surgery. We've had patients that have had the open heart surgery and their lives have been saved, but the recovery and the time that it takes is much longer than a stent. With a stent, within a few weeks, they're almost back to normal.
I left there and went to the cardiologist, and I went and had a heart catheterization done where they go in through your wrist and they look at your heart and they look at your arteries. And thankfully, after that, I had some peace of mind. They said, look, you got some blockage, but nothing where we're going to put a stent in. I think over 70%, they start to put a stent in over there. And thankfully, I was changed my diet, changed what I'm eating, the amount that I'm eating, exercising on a regular basis, trying to prevent that from getting worse. So if I go back there now and I got a 2,500, I'm still going in the right direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still going. But it made me very nervous to go there because the reality is, I mean, it was no surprise, but the reality is that you're in bad shape. And, I was in bad shape. But there's some people that are going to walk in there thinking, like, my wife is a hypochondriac. Everything that has her elbows hurt, she must have elbow cancer. Her head hurts, she must have a brain problem. But then she goes in to get the scan, and she could have some peace of mind when she comes out and says, oh, no, it's just gas.
Right. Well, that's the other thing. The peace of mind is priceless. Just to know, even because between scans, when patients are part of our program where we scan them every year for the full body.
Right.
Now, if anything happens and you feel a pain, you're scanning within the year. So if anything does develop between the scans, we're going to capture that
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in your score, Mike, it could possibly go up, but because everybody's body's different, even though you're doing the right thing, like Frankie. I know I can talk about Frankie. He talks about it all the time. You see it's probably the healthiest.
In great shape.
Drinks only water, works out 5-6 days a week. At one point, it kept going up. To one point, it more than doubled. He has a low score.
Yeah.
But he was able to reduce it now with, he started taking gummy beats. And he reduced it. But he couldn't understand why it was going up, even though he was doing everything right. But in your case, if it goes up, let's say 50 points, if you didn't change your lifestyle, it may have gone up 200 points or 1,000 points. You know? So even it could slow that process down.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
Right. No, I'm just saying. Just
yeah,
in
no,
case.
I get it. And the thing is that it's not wizardry. It's a machine that scans your body that has such great accurate technology that it could find the smallest things. Even some people that scan for cancer come to get scanned at Lifeguard, and they find things they didn't find in a previous scan. So if you want to have that peace of mind, or if you think that maybe you might have something wrong, there's no better way to know than let these guys check it out. What is the phone number?
813-582-5222.
813-582-5222. You can make call them up and tell them you want to go in there and get a scan done. Tell them you heard about it on our show, but mention the Mike Calta Show because they hold places for our listeners so they don't have to wait the month out for booking. Get a heart scan, full body scan, get it all done. You can even get the virtual colonoscopy. So instead of having 18 feet of pipe go up your butt, you can just have a couple inches.
Yeah. Well, the promotion is for a free heart scan and the consultation. Just to know that they'll come in and get a free heart scan after the consultation. But obviously, if they're interested in that, we can look at other programs with the full body, which the full body is where it legitimately gives you that peace of mind.
Yeah, because they look at everything.
You look at everything. Yeah. Absolutely.
And the balls too, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, so if you had testicular problems and
prostate.
Yeah. Because look at our buddy Wade Boggs just found out he had an early stage of cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well, let him know if he wants to come in and we'll take care of him.
100%. That'd be great. Yeah. All right, Martina's here with us. We got to take a break, get some commercials going, and then when we come back, we got to do our football picks. Did you make your picks? Did you see how you did last week?
I didn't see how I did last week, and I haven't made my picks. I was going to go on the fly.
Yeah,
I'm trying something new.
Listen,
going on the fly.
I understand.
Because I'm sure I didn't do good last week.
Funny thing is, I usually go on the fly. Made my picks early this week just to try and make them a little bit better.
So Martin does not know who won last week?
Well, the person that won did tell me in the group.
You ruined the bet.
You don't understand the show.
The worst.
What an idiot.
All right, let's take a break. We'll do our football picks next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. What is that? What is going on now? Oh, Galvin, leave me for a second. Oh, man, Olivero just woke up. What is going on?
No.
There you go. It's getting much better. It's perfect. That's good enough.
Hello. Am I in? Am I on? Yep.
You're loud. We're all little here. Where are these? Just so you can see.
Oh, man.
That was fun, though.
Yeah.
This show is falling apart today. Falling apart, Joe. All your fault.
I know. Sorry, everybody.
We just start pushing buttons and see what happens.
He wins football picks and it's over. Right? Everything falls apart.
It's unbelievable.
That's it.
How's that? Better?
One
We're
win.
good? All right.
It's a sign of the apocalypse.
We'll get through the show today. That's good. Martine, check. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. I'm here.
Perfect.
Good.
Sound great. Welcome back to the program, everybody. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Tommy, impatient son of a bitch. Tom called during the break. It was on line 13, said that the scan saved his life. Yeah,
oh, good.
But then he hung up. Maybe he died there. Since he called. I don't know.
Got hit by a car? No.
Then on line 2, it said Patty, and I thought it was Crazy Patty, and I got very excited, but it seems like it was not. It was a different Patty. All right, falling apart, everybody. Carmen,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm here. I'm making it.
Man, oh, man.
I'm alive.
How's your uvula?
Not good.
Swollen?
Yeah. Even more.
Chad's been denting it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Took a beating.
Who has Ian's football picks?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to be able to keep track, read mine and Ian.
Well,
so
do you want to send them to one of us and we can read them?
I can do that for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Just making sure.
Make it easy, everybody.
Send it to whoever you're sending it to and just let me know when it's done. Everything's falling apart today. My computer that operates the phone system isn't working. It's been resetting all morning. The microphones sound like we were trying to call George of the Jungle. The Jason Momoa is dropping F-bombs. And Ronnie D actually went pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than the trying to get the equipment together, Ronnie D was perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is week 2 in the NFL. Don't forget you can make your bets with Hard Rock Bet. Will Galvin Gambles be letting us know what to bet on?
Yeah, I'll have a bet coming up a little later on this afternoon for tonight's game.
Well, there's another Friday night game? I mean, Thursday night game.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm all confused.
Every Thursday.
So there's Thursday
Buffalo
and then no
Miami.
Friday game this week. No. I like that last week. You like that or no as a player?
Well, as a player, you want As a player, you just want to play Sunday because you have your routine, or Monday night. Because Monday night's cool because you know everybody's watching. But so I don't know what the guys think of it, but it's nice as fans to have football every night.
Oh, man,
for sure.
We had Thursday night football, Friday night football, Sunday night, Monday night. That was fun, man. All right, good. So you got tonight. What is the game tonight?
It is Buffalo and Miami.
Oh, and it's a good game too.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Week 2. Let's do our football picks. Here we go. I actually wrote mine down. Pull them up real quick. All right. I'm going to go around the room. Game 1, the Buffalo Bills at Miami Dolphins tonight. Last week's champion, Pap.
Bills.
Galvin.
I'm following the champ, Bills.
Spanish.
Dolphins.
Martine.
I'm going to go Bills.
Gio.
Dolphins.
Carmen.
Bills.
I will also take the Dolphins.
Ian Beckles will take the Bills.
Thank you. The Las Vegas Raiders will take on the Baltimore Ravens. Let's start with Galvin.
Mike's going to wear the shirt. Ravens will win.
I too say the Ravens win. Joe.
Raiders.
Carmen.
Ravens.
Ian.
Taking the Ravens.
Gio.
Ravens.
Martine.
Ravens.
Spanish.
Raiders.
The Los Angeles Chargers at the Carolina Panthers. Martine.
Chargers.
Carmen.
Chargers.
I say Chargers. Gio.
Chargers.
Joe.
Chargers.
Galvin.
Chargers.
Ian.
Chargers.
Spanish.
Chargers.
All right. The New Orleans Saints at the Dallas Cowboys. Galvin.
I am going Dallas Cowboys.
I too will go the Dallas Cowboys. Carmen.
Yeehaw, Cowboys.
Martine.
Cowboys.
Joe.
Cowboys.
Pap.
That was me.
I mean, sorry, Spanish.
I am taking the Saints.
I was looking at him and I'm like, how is he talking? Ian.
He's taking the Cowboys.
Gio.
Dallas.
All right.
Man.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions. I know, but I'm taking Tampa Bay. Martine.
Bucks all the way.
Gio. I know, but I have to tell you, NFC Player of the Week.
I'm taking
Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns.
I love Baker. We're friends. I got to.
You're not best friends, but you're friends.
Detroit.
We got to record that. I got to show it to them. Yeah. Your friends picking against
Our secondary's out. They're all hurt.
friend.
Detroit sucks.
Did you see Mike Evans volunteer to play cornerback?
Yeah.
Joe?
Who are we talking about?
Oh, my God. The Bucks versus the Lions.
Buccaneers.
Pap. I mean, Spanish.
I'm taking the Bucks.
Galvin.
It's going to be tight, but I'm going Lions.
And Ian.
He is taking the Lions.
All right.
Lions.
You didn't give me a chance to say Carmen. You got the Colts at the Packers. Carmen.
Colts.
I will take the Packers. Joe.
Packers.
Who said that?
I did.
Galvin.
I'm going Colts. Packers, everybody's hurt. Everybody's out. Jordan Love, everybody.
What? Don't they have the old guy?
You don't even know. You still think Aaron Rodgers plays for him?
You think Brett Favre's on the team?
Yeah. Good luck.
Brett Favre.
It's not Joe Namath?
Hello.
Martine.
What are the two teams? I want to make sure I get
Colts at Green Bay.
Colts.
Gio.
Colts.
Spanish.
Green Bay.
Ian.
Ian.
Colts.
Carmen.
Colts.
Okay. Cleveland Browns at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Jacksonville. Galvin.
Jacksonville.
Martine.
Jacksonville.
Carmen.
Jacksonville.
Ian.
Browns.
Galvin.
I already said Jacksonville.
I mean, Gio. God, I'm looking right at him.
Do you want me to call people's names?
No,
Would that make it easier for you?
Jacksonville.
Jags.
Why don't we just go in a
Jags.
specific order?
All right, we'll go around.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. I get confused. The San Francisco 49ers at the Minnesota Vikings. I was very impressed with the 49ers. I will take the 49ers. Joe?
49ers.
Galvin?
49ers.
Spanish?
I am taking the Vikings.
Ian?
He is taking the 49ers.
Martine?
49ers.
Gio?
49ers.
Carmen?
Niners.
There you go. The Seattle Seahawks at the New England Patriots. I will take the Seahawks. Galvin?
Seahawks.
Joe?
Seahawks.
Spanish?
Seahawks.
Ian?
Patriots.
Martine?
No.
Seahawks.
What do you mean no, Carmen?
Ian has the Seahawks.
Okay.
I
He
think
underlined the Patriots.
Ian is not the underlined one. Ian is the one that is circled.
All right. Well,
so everything's screwed up?
I guess, yeah.
All right, we'll just submit it at
who
the end.
underlines and circles, though? That's a...
The underlines are for me, not for... I circled Ian's pick.
Yeah, so we have them. They're there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Who is next? Who didn't go?
I'll take Seattle.
And Martine?
Seahawks.
Carmen?
Hawks.
Okay. We have the New York Jets at the Tennessee Titans. Let's go, Carmen.
Jets.
Martine.
Jets.
Gio.
Jets.
Spanish.
I am taking the Titans.
Ian.
But we are going with this. I thought we just said we weren't.
The
using
circled
his.
ones. Just go with the circled ones. From now, we'll go back so Carmen has everything. She'll know, but you know.
He is.
Show's falling apart. Then.
Jets.
Yeah,
falling
the
apart.
Jets.
Galvin.
Jets.
And Pep.
Jets.
Okay. The
And
Giants at the. Well, I'm sorry. What?
Who'd you take, Jets or Titans?
Jets. We got the Giants at the Commanders. I will take the Commanders. Joe?
Commanders.
Galvin?
Commanders.
Spanish?
Commanders.
Ian?
Commanders.
Gio?
Commanders.
And Martine.
Commanders.
The Los Angeles Rams at the Cardinals. I will take the Cardinals. Joe?
Rams.
Galvin?
Rams.
Spanish?
Rams.
Ian?
Cardinals.
Gio?
Rams.
Martine?
Rams.
Carmen?
Cardinals.
The Steelers at the Broncos. I will take the Broncos. Joe?
Steelers.
Galvin?
Number 1 in the AFC North, undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers.
Spanish?
Steelers.
Ian?
Steelers.
Gio?
Steelers.
Martine?
Steelers.
Carmen?
Steelers.
That's what I like to hear.
Bengals at the Chiefs. I take the Chiefs. Joe?
Chiefs.
Galvin?
Chiefs.
Spanish?
Chiefs.
Ian?
Chiefs.
Gio? Martine?
Chiefs.
All right. The Chicago's Bears at the Houston Texans. I got to see what I took. I don't remember. I will take Houston. Joe?
Houston.
Galvin?
Houston.
Spanish?
Houston.
Ian?
Houston.
Gio?
Houston.
Martine?
Houston.
Carmen?
Houston.
And finally, the Atlanta Falcons at the Philadelphia Eagles. I will take the Falcons. Joe?
Falcons.
Galvin?
Eagles.
Spanish?
Eagles.
Gio?
Eagles.
Martine?
Eagles.
Ian?
Eagles.
And Carmen.
Eagles.
All right. There
We
you
did
go.
it, guys. We did it. We got through it.
Unbelievable. This
I'm hearing
microphone.
a lot of crackling.
Listen. Oh, that's bugging me. That's bugging me. You got the music stopping is bugging me. Everything's bugging me today.
Yeah.
The music ended.
I know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
you can start it over.
You got another one. You can start it over.
I
Instead,
can
we just
start
get dead air.
You put it on loop.
Oh, okay.
You want me to make it better? You're going to Vegas to watch the fights.
You want me to make it better? You're
couple
flying
hours.
coach.
God damn it, Calvin.
Two
Give it a
layovers.
second to sink in, would you?
Way to go.
You're on a plane next to a gorilla.
Don't think I didn't call the airline and be like, just whatever it is, just charter it. I'll fly first
And you go
class. as
back
well.
Sunday, miss the games.
Yeah. But the good thing is I'll be on the flight.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I'll probably be able to watch it.
that's good.
Yes.
No tailgate this weekend because the Bucks are away. They're
Right.
in Detroit. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing my Baker Mayfield jersey while I'm on the flight. So
Did you see Tom Brady talking about Baker and how well he did?
I did. What
Yeah.
else are you gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean,
He didn't throw 4 touchdowns in the game.
Baker's the man.
Just saying. Martine, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
If you want to go to Lifeguard Imaging, 813-582-5222 is the phone number to make an appointment over there. And, of course, we'll have Martine on the show next week, and we'll let you know how Pap did on his picks on Monday.
by the way, we didn't go over what happened last week in who won and who lost and all that stuff.
Well, he told him Joe had already told him.
I know,
Joe
but he doesn't
won.
know how he did.
Who lost? I just want to know who lost. That's all I really.
Carmen?
Carmen, for last week, wasn't it?
The loser was Spanish.
Damn it.
Good.
Every day.
But
Spanish is a loser.
That was probably.
wasn't there a but to that, Carmen?
No, there was
No.
not
There was
because
a Monday Night Football tie.
right. Well, in Spanish and Martine picked the Jets, so there was no. It didn't matter. But
Martine did not do well either.
Martine came in second to last.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. That's what I was fishing for there.
You played. I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
But he didn't lose. He didn't lose. Though.
Did not lose.
Just week one.
Very unpredictable. I'll get better.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Carmen, I don't know where we are. Do we need to take a break? Do we
Nope.
wrap it up?
We can keep going. We got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. I got nothing left to talk about. I'm done.
You can't
None of my
expect us
equipment's
to
working anymore.
talk for 5
I don't know
minutes.
what's going on.
Tell your listeners to bring their Bucks gear, and I'll sign it at Lifeguard.
Oh, okay,
nice.
good.
I'll do that for him.
What won't you sign? You ever sign a pair of...
I have.
Yeah.
But you got to hold them to make sure they don't move.
Full creep mode.
That was back in the day. Now it wouldn't get anywhere because you know these people are crazy these days.
He will sign your Bucks gear. Do not let him do your picks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I saw Mike Evans posted a video of a fan. Then he signed the fan's leg, and then they tattooed his Evans autograph on his leg.
I can't think of anybody in the world that I would ever do it to.
No.
Like I would let Eddie Vedder do that. I wouldn't. I can't think of anybody that I like, and I do like a lot of people, but I can't think of anybody that would make me.
I think I would let Jimmy Page or Robert Plant. I think
Would you?
I mean, the legend.
I know, but I don't want another man's name. And
Could you imagine if I had the Zozo symbol with Jimmy Page's actual autograph?
I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool. I'm just saying I don't know if there's anybody in my life that I think would
you put
that would do
somebody's
that.
number on your?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Yes. And even though, Martine, even though it was a punishment and I had to get it, and really it's an L for a loser on one side and a 7 for Martine on the other side, I wear it proudly as a fan. So that's different. Numbers are different.
Okay.
Yeah. The only names I have on me are my family members.
Right.
So the rest are...
And I don't have any tattoos, but if I ever were or thought, it would be something like that. My kids, wife, family, but yeah. I'm going to just... Why start now?
You should start
I have an
now.
addicted personality, so I figure if I did,
once you get one,
it's over. So
you'd look tough.
You should just
I can't. I'm a kicker. Like,
No, I know, but they'd be like, wow, he's way tougher now.
You should get full back tattoo of you kicking. Steve, you're like, you don't know who I am, and then just turn around and take your shirt
I'll
off.
put my number. I've seen guys do that. I don't know if you've ever seen that, where they have like their jersey number and their last name on their.
That's
You're
ridiculous.
literally wearing your jersey when you take your shirt off.
Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. Yeah, I know. I am due. I'm getting another one over here, and I wish I would have had time. I would have got it done recently, but I've been so busy. But I'm definitely committed to getting that done. I just need to pick out a day. That's all.
Maybe when you're in Vegas.
No.
Yeah.
I don't
Skip's
have
the only
time.
one you want to do it.
No, I don't think I'm gonna have time to fart in Vegas.
Yeah.
We're so scheduled.
Good news
to
for
where we have to
Alvaro.
be. Yeah.
That
Look,
confused me.
There's Bon Jovi on the bridge. There's Bon Jovi walking on the bridge in Nashville, and that woman there in the
Yeah,
blue.
it just
is the one
doesn't-
that-
something's fishy.
Fake fish.
Yeah.
Fake fish. I don't think he faked it. I think she wasn't really going to jump.
Like if you see Bon Jovi walking your way, you go, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try."
Yeah.
and
What
pretend
can
I'm
I
gonna
do to
jump."
get
Yeah.
him to love me?
Would
Yeah.
that video be better if he just walked up and pushed her?
Oh my God!
Killed the lady.
Yes. Yes.
You're halfway there. You're all the way there. There you go.